quadruple charge. To me, next season we can win the quadruple. People might not laugh because the people quadruple. Absolutely, listen. And the reason why I say that is because for Leicester to win the league, that means anything can happen.
Trophies are Arsenal going to win this season, and which ones?
We're going to win 2. We're going to win the FA Cup and the Premier League.
Up the Gunners!
Dominant in the Premier League and the FA Cup. We always seem to win.
The best team in England. We're in the league. We're in the Champions League. We're in the FA Cup, and whatever the Milk Cup is called these days. We're doing a lot. We're doing all 4 of them, pals. At least 2.
I think that Arsenal is going to do well in the Champions League. Going to do well in the Champions League and the Premier League. This is time to get the trophy.
They will win the Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. We're going to win them all, mate. Every single one of them. Champions League, Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup. Done.
FA Cup, Premier League and Champions League.
And why?
Best team in the land.
For all you Ladbroke fans and everybody else who support the Arsenal, we're not in the mix anymore. We are sailing across with something special this year.
The quadruple is on for Arsenal. Arsenal is currently first in the Premier League, into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, third round of the FA Cup that hasn't started yet until January, and first in the Champions League table. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Can Arsenal win the quadruple? Or how many trophies do you think Arsenal will win?
Everybody banters Arsenal for not winning a trophy in 5 years. Well, how about this season? We win them all. The quadruple is on. This season we have to win trophies. But why should we settle for 1? Why not get them all? I mean, firstly, top of the Premier League with Man City 2 points behind us. If we can continue a consistent form, surely we'll win the league title this season. League Cup versus Chelsea in the semi-final, and then Man City or Newcastle in the final. Surely that one, we can win that trophy as well. Look, FA Cup, it's only the 3rd round right now. We haven't played anyone. But the FA Cup is Arsenal's trophy. It is ours to defend. And then Champions League, look, we have never won it. Last season, we got to the semi-final. The season before, we got to the quarters. This season, can we push on to the final and in fact maybe win it? Because you know this Arsenal team, defensively, they are solid as a rock. First in the Champions League table. Look, it's not out of the possibility, bro. We still have the chance to win the quadruple by 20.
I can see this happening. All 4 trophies being swept up by Arsenal. Tell me you can stop us. Carabao Cup semi-final.
Arsenal will be winning the quadruple for this 2025-2026 Premier League season. Now, I told one of my friends that we are very much capable of winning the quadruple, and he wrote me off as one of those delusional Arsenal fans. He's a...
But, he's got to save us. Fucking save us from what, man? Chill out what? What do you mean chill out? Are you watching this shit? What do you mean chill out? We just lost. What do you mean chill out?
Watch the same game.
Yeah, and?
Enjoy the atmosphere.
Enjoy what atmosphere? What do you mean? Look at this, man. I take back what I said. We've got people here for a day out. No, seriously, man. We've got people here for a day out. Hey? Look at this, man. We got people here for a day out, man.
Eu avisei these filhos da puta que me dizem que quadruple a tua mãe. Quadruple your mom. Eu tô cansado desses filhos da puta. Eu tô cansado de estar aqui. I'm fucking being embarrassed all the fucking time, year after year, with these filhos da puta. Our rivals drop points. What did these filhos da puta do? What does that fucking Spanish quagmire looking filho da puta do? Oh, I'm gonna defend for 45 minutes. Stupido da merda. All my fan base that were talking all this porcaria about fucking quadruple charge. Va no cu, so filho da puta. Filho da merda. I fucking told you about this manager's limitations, and I'm fucking fuming. I told you, over rebenta con todos. This fucking Spanish quagmire, this fucking Borat Sakadiv. I get the window with the glass, he get the window with the glass. I get the VCR, Manchester City, he cannot afford. Filho da puta. What the fuck was that in the second half? You want to match analysis? Analysis meu cu. So filho da puta. I gastado meu tempo, I gastado minha energia, tô aqui. I'm probably going to get kicked out. I don't give a shit. They want to kick me out, kick me out. I don't get saber. I don't get saber. Because I bet you, being in the streets right now, Barcelona is going to be, being in Las Ramblas, it will be better than watching this bucaria that I'm fucking watching in this fucking second half. Everyone post back. What the fuck is this? Are you fucking Cardi B waiting to get daggered in the club? What is this? Ace of Spades in fucking Vegas. I'm tired of this club, man. Eu tô cansado de estar aqui a repetir a mesma porcaria. I'm fucking tired of this club being losers and people telling me it's a new year, it's a this, it's a that. Cala a boca, so estúpido da merda. The same porcaria, bro. Oh, Gyökeres is the missing piece. What fucking service did he get today? The missing piece. The fucking missing piece. The missing piece is your flipping 2-inch dick, you dickhead. About fucking missing piece. Once again showing bottle job fucking behavior, bro. And it's not just this game, it was the same porcaria against fucking Chelsea when we should have won that game. Tô cansado, eu não quero saber, não quero ouvir nada. Nem um pio. Fucking embarrassing. Essa merda that I watched in the second half is pissing me off because I'm seeing the same old deficiencies. What do we do when the set pieces dry up, the dark arts dry up, the own goals? Oh, our top goal scorer this season is the own goals. Cala a boca, estúpido da merda. These man talking like, most of my fan base online talking rubbish, bro. Talking like flipping Philip Schofield, bro. If you like little boys, I don't know, you can be with Diddy and them, man. You can be with the Venezuelan flipping president. You can be locked up with them, man. Oh, I don't know about little boys. Shut the fuck up, man. Tired of these fucking frauds online talking porcaria, bro. Rubbish performance. Nunca saber. Yeah, we did well for 20 minutes. Guess what? It's a 90-minute fucking game. Everybody relaxing, everybody chillaxing. These man think it's Copacabana, bro. These man playing like Copacabana, bro. Everybody on sunbed, everybody leaning back. Everybody leaning back, fucking leaning back. You man are on hundreds of thousands of pounds a flipping week, and this is what you lot doing, fucking Copacabana football. Man are taking a fucking piss. These man think it's fucking spring break. We're supposed to be going to win the flipping league, and you stúpidos da merda. Todo mundo relaxado, todo mundo aqui. Anybody want a sangria? Do you want a sangria? We got sangria. Do you want some fucking sangria? Look at the sangria's gone everywhere. Oh, fuck's sakes, man. Fuck this shit, man. Fucking done with fucking club, man. Swear to God, fucking pissing me off. I'm sick and tired of fucking losers, bro. Swear to God. Fuck these, man. I'm going to be on the parade with Barcelona. I don't give a shit no more. I'm saying, oh, why you got a second club? Why you got a second club? But this is why I got a flipping second club. This is why I got a second club because of this flipping dickhead of a manager, bro. A man telling me it's a new day. Oh, it's a different day. It's a different manager. Shut up, man. Shut up. It's the same old shit every year, bro. Fucking Copacabanas and flipping sangrias going everywhere, bro. Everybody fucking relaxing. Everyone get the flipping, get your shades on, get your stunning shades on. Do you know what I'm saying? Get your LV flipping shades on. Everybody fucking relaxing. You want a sangria? I'm going to have a fucking sangria. Because these man had a flipping sangria in the second half. So I'm going to have a flipping sangria. Look at saber. Fucking pissing me off. Pissing me off. Swear down. Just cleaned the yard today as well. Fucking dickheads. Fucking pussios. Tired of shit. Every year, every year, when I told you we wasn't playing well against Sunderland. Oh, but it's still a good point. It's still a good point. Good point, Milku. About a fucking good point. Oh, when I told man we didn't play well against Chelsea. Oh, but it's Chelsea, it's hard, it's this, it's that. Shut up, man. Shut up. When I told you wasn't playing well against Fulham and West Ham, well, guess what? I told you it's going to catch up to us. Because when you ain't playing well, it fucking catches up to you. We held it against flipping Aston Villa. And now look, didn't play well against Wolves, got away with it. Well, now look, didn't play well against Everton. Yeah? But now look, now we're dropping points again. Why didn't we win the league last season? Oh yeah, too many draws. We're back to getting draws. We're back to getting draws again. Cansado, man. This is the reaction to Man City dropping points. This is the reaction. This is the reaction that we get. Chelsea dropping points. This is the reaction. You guys are some flipping loot and sound of these filhos da puta que não sabem fazer nada. This fucking manager is not the guy. Eu já tô cansado. How many more times do I have to keep saying this Spanish Mr. Bean? You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this Spanish Mr. Smithers just draining the life out of this team. Get this filho da puta out of the club, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Get this Spanish Stefan from Vampire Diaries the fuck out of my club, bro, because he's draining the life out of my club. Get him out. No que saber. Now quero saber. A man is saying, oh, why are you crashing out? We're top of the league. Stupido. Hello? Hello? Stupido. Hello? Yeah? The football ain't looking any better. I'm getting PTSD. It's the same old dead-ass tactics. Hello? Like my mom says, hello? Hello? Good afternoon? Good afternoon? Can you listen? Yeah? It's the same old red fucking signs. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Then you're taking forever to be bringing on Eze. You're taken to the 80th minute. Abro ouvido, so stupido. This isn't good enough. We have better players. We've bought in Gyökeres, we bought in Eze. And look at the same pucaria that I'm watching. Hello? Hello? Stupido. The tactics are dead. We started the game off well. Crosses into the box, nobody there. Hello? Good afternoon? Anybody in the box? Good afternoon? Is anybody in the fucking box? Why are we crossing the ball if no one's going to be in the flipping box? Viado da merda. Tô cansado que esses panleiros da merda, pá. Saka was cooking in the first half. Getting opportunities in the box. Nobody in the box. Nobody in the box. Everybody's scared, bro. Everybody's scared. Where are the players in the box to tap it in? Trossard did well with the first 20 minutes and then we just died out. Duracell battery, we died out. Lights out, power cut, power shortage. Eu tô cansado dessa merda. Get this manager out my club. I don't want to hear any more, bro. This guy is good enough for you to compete. He's not good enough for you to get over the line. Eu já vi o que é. Eu não quero mais nenhuma explicação. Eu não quero mais desculpas. Eu não quero mais nada. Não quero ouvir mais nada. Não quero ouvir. The limitations have been shown. 2 seasons ago against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. We saw the limitations that last season against PSG. This guy is not the guy. 10 man against Chelsea this season. Can't do it. Trying to stink it out to get a result against Liverpool start of the season. What has he fucking learned from that first game against Liverpool? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, because of a slide goal. Well, guess what? A second game now this season that we face Liverpool. Is there any answers? Have we developed tactically? Have you seen anything tactically that we can implement? No, it's the same old pucaria. Zubimendi once again. That fucking Spanish-looking Dennis the Menace. He looks like Nasha. He didn't even look like Dennis the Menace. He looks like the dog. He looks like Nasha. That guy, what is he doing, bro? There's an opportunity in the box. What this guy? Look at his first touch. That stupido da merda. That fucking unibrow Dennis the Menace. What did he do in the box? Nothing, bro. Nothing with that elephant foot. Can't even control the ball. Cala a boca, man. Get out of here, man. Que porcaria que eu tô a ver aqui, pá. Isso é uma desgraça, pá. For this, going for a league title. Go look for a league title, meu cu. Tá a brincar comigo, tá a gozar com a minha cara, pá. Oh. Fucking dickheads, bro. I swear that I'm tired. Ødegaard again. What did he do? What did he do? What did Cameron Diaz do? What did I tell you about this guy? Man like Cameron Diaz in the middle. Man like the real Norwegian Slim Shady. What did Ødegaard do? Nothing. All I see is hair flick. All I see is this. That's all I see. All I see is this. What is this? What's man trying to do? Man thinks he's a stripper, bro. Man thinks he's a male stripper. I don't know what he's doing this. I don't know what you're doing, bro. Fucking play ball. Passa a bola, so stupid da merda. Fucking Gyökeres is making a run past the fucking ball, man. Fucking Cameron Diaz looking bitch. Oh, hello, Charlie. It's Charlie's Angels. Ødegaard's available. Oh, hello, Charlie. Filho da puta. Fucking Charlie's Angels. That's what they are. Arteta's Angels, bro. All of these filhos da puta. All the favorites. All of them. Oh, hello, Charlie. Oh, good afternoon, Charlie. Filho da puta. I'm tired of these guys, man. I'm tired of these guys. These Charlie's Angel Arteta favorites, they can leave with him. All of you lot, yeah, get into a band, you lot can leave. You can be Simon Cowell, they can be, I don't know, Blue or whatever. I don't give a shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They could be the Spanish B2K. I don't give a shit, bro. The Spanish Pretty Ricky. That's all I see. His favorites. The Spanish Pretty Ricky. Ødegaard, you know what I'm saying? All of them can go together. I don't care. You man are dead. I'm not saying nothing tactically. All I'm saying It's us leaning back and allowing ourselves to get pressed. I am tired of it. Eu tô cansadíssimo of this bullshit. And the first time we make a mistake, I don't know what the fuck Raya's doing, bro. Man looks like the Spanish Little Kim, bro, after she had the Michael Jackson nose job. This guy looking like flipping Miss Piggy from Sesame Street with that butter's nose. I don't know what the fuck this guy was doing with the back pass and they almost hit the post. What are you doing, you stupid merda? What are you doing? Fucking done with this club, bro. I swear that I can't wait for Barca to win the league. I can't wait. I'm doing the shmoney dance. I'm doing this. I swear that I'm doing the shmoney dance. I don't care, bro. I am celebrating that. It's about time that I deserve to see trophies. But esa porcaria, I had enough. I had enough. Man's got little Kim in goal. You know what I'm saying? These man moving out. I got a flipping Cameron Diaz up there. Do you know what I'm saying? The Norwegian Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this guy. Every single time the ship is sailing, I see Ødegaard, like Leonardo, like Jack. Is that you, Jack, on the Titanic? And the sink is we're just sinking. We're just sinking. And then Rose is Arteta. And Ødegaard is fucking Jack. Don't worry, Rose. I got you, Rose. We're just gonna let it sink. We just the boat is just sinking all together. All of us sinking. Do you know what I'm saying? Ødegaard's in the back. Come on, Jack. I love you forever, Jack. Can you put me in a boat? Life jacket, Jack. You know, because Arteta's got to stay here. Fuck off. Get out of here, man. I am done with this rubbish. This team has spent enough money. There's been enough time. And the way we're playing is a disgrace. I don't give a shit. If Jack, a.k.a. Ødegaard, and Rose, a.k.a. Arteta, they want to be bumming each other at the top of the flipping bowl, you man do it in your own fucking time. Get the fuck out my club. Over here is to be winning. I'm sorry, they're taking the piss. How long have you man been failing at my club? Get the fuck out. I ain't seeing nothing from you, man. I'm seeing the same old pussy old bullshit, bro. I am done with this shit. This Ellen DeGeneres looking pussy or Ødegaard, I ain't seen nothing from that pussy today. I'm tired, and he ain't even the only one. Man making substitutions late. This is what man are telling me phase 6 is. This is what, hello, like my mum says, hello, good afternoon, hello, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. I'm done with this. I am done with this. Every single time I'm looking at this team and I'm like, where's the creativity? Why are we not putting chances away? I'm looking at fucking Ødegaard. He looks like Britney when she shaved her hair. It's Britney, bitch. When Britney just went crazy, bro. Just shaving her hair. Do you know what I'm saying? Looking like a crazy Bieber. I'm tired of this, bro. Get the fuck out. This manager, the limitation of this manager, I don't want to hear anyone tell me nothing. To sit back and not have a shot on target after 40, 45 minutes or 40 minutes is a disgrace. A disgrace. Eu já tô cansadíssimo of watching this bullshit. I have been calling this out. All I get is, oh, but we won games. Well, guess what, filho da puta? We didn't win today. So what's the excuse now? Oh, Liverpool, tough team. No, they're not, because you've been calling them out from the start of the season saying it doesn't look like they're going to be able to win the league. So shut your mouth. Disgrace of a performance. This manager, I see no development. I see no tactics getting better. I don't see players improving. I don't see the tactics changing. I don't see anything changing even when we go and get players. No one's going to tell me this squad ain't good enough to win the league, because it is. Because it is. But every time I look around and I look at flipping Arteta and the players are looking at Arteta, how are we going to change it in the second half? I'm looking at Slot and I get the VCR. I get the window with the glass. He get the window with the glass. I get the VCR. He cannot afford. Great success. Bro, get the fuck out of my club. I'm done right now. This guy looking like a Spanish Tim Westwood, bro. Spanish Tim Westwood. It's going down, baby. Yeah. What did he come out with? What did this Philo da Puta come out with the other day? I saw the interview. What was it? Yesterday. I saw this interview. Guys, the team is clicking, guys. And we feel it together in the press conference. We have players that Ødegaard and Rice, they born on the same month. It's a connection, guys. We're doing star signs, guys. We want to connect. We want to push it, connect it, and press it together. Collectively, we're going to do it, guys. And it's clicking, guys. It is clicking, guys. We have to click, guys. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you stupido da merda. Go manage Ibiza FC. I'm tired of this guy. It's clicking. Nothing's clicking, bro. Nothing's fucking clicking. The only thing that's ever clicked with you is conquering your wife. Go conquer your wife and get the fuck out my club. I'm tired of this bullshit. Get this dickhead out my club. I'm tired of it. Clicky. It's a clicky, guys. This guy thinks it's Flamengo. Clicky, guys. We're going to click, guys. The whole team is clicking, guys. Flamengo, guys. We're doing the Flamengo, guys. Hey. We're doing side to side and we're defending in the set piece, guys. Hey, we're clicking, guys. We have to ole, click, ole your ass back to fucking Spain. I am done with this dickhead, bro. About fucking clicking. This ain't fucking Flamengo, you pussy, yo. I'm tired of this guy wasting my fucking time. Yeah? You want to do Flamengo? Get the fuck out of here. About it's clicking. Ole. This is what we do, guys. We do side to side, defend, and we press it here and push it back, and it's clicking, guys. Fuck off, man. Dickhead, you. I'm tired of these pussies. Let me get a sangria since these men were on a fucking sangria in the second half. I'm pissed off. I need a cigarette. I swear that I need to punch someone. This club. This is why I never, ever, ever get excited. I never can be excited with these filhos da puta. This is why. Tô cansado. There's over 400 comments. I ain't even gone through the comments right now. My head is hot right now. My head is fucking hot. Hot right now. And all I see is this stinky, danky, crusty paella breath of a dickhead of a manager telling me it's clicking, telling me it's amazing, telling me we're talking about birthdays and what is this, bro? What is this, bro? This guy thinks he's Jeremiah. Birthdays. We don't care about because the players because of their birthday and this and that. What's this guy think? Do you think this is horoscopes? We're doing horoscopes now with this manager because players were born in the same month. What the fuck are you talking about? Man's doing horoscopes. Man, Arteta thinks he's Mystic Meg. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, look at the paella Mystic Meg. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? The Fanta Limon Mystic Meg. Get the fuck out of here. How about some fucking tactics? How about that? How about actually in-game tactics? How about actually bringing on the right players and playing the right system? How about actually utilizing your striker? Yeah, Gyökeres was shit today. How many times he's running for the ball? Don't receive the ball. I'm tired of repeating the same bucaria. I am tired of this, bro. I am tired of this. Thank you for building a team that can compete. Get the fuck out now. Arruma tuas malas, arruma tuas mambos, arruma tuas merdas, and get the fuck out, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? To the left, everything you own in a box, to the motherfucking left. I am done with this. Man, look at every single time today, look at his face at the full-time whistle. Man looked like he looks like a Botox Simon Cowell. That's what you look like at the end of the game, a Botox Simon Cowell. You can get the fuck out of here. You can get your shit and you can get the fuck out of here. You have had 6 years. I've never seen a manager defended and protected and supported, but absolutely delivering absolutely nothing. And you think that this is acceptable? No. Já chegou a hora. The time has come. Pack your stuff. Fuck off. I don't need a manager like this. This is not a manager. I saw no in-game management. You think you're changing something. Cool. Henkape, you were forced because of injury. Whatever. You're bringing on Martinelli. You're bringing on Luis. We're still playing the same. You think Jesus in the 64th minute is going to save us? Jesus. Man like Cousin Skeeter. You think Cousin Skeeter is going to save us, bro? You think Cousin Skeeter is going to save us? I'm done with this, bro. I am done with this. Man, every single time, all I've seen this club doing is props for Jesus. Oh, Jesus is back. Man looks like the kid. Man looks like the son. Man looks like the son for my wife and kids, bro. With his massive conker head, bro. Man thinks we're going to be saved by this guy. Hold on. Let me show you for the people that don't never watch My Wife and Kids. My Wife and Kids. Junior. That's it. Junior. That's his name. Where's Junior? There we go. Where is he? Where is he? Look at the back of Junior's head. Look at the back of Junior's head. Look how big this guy's head is. Where is it? Fucking waste, man. I swear down. Where's Junior? Look at the back of his fucking conker head. Where is he? Fucking look at that head, bruv. I swear down. Man thinks we're going to be saved by this guy, by that guy. Man like Junior for my wife and kids. You think that's going to save us in the 64th minute? You think he's going to be the guy to save us in this fucking 64th minute? Am I a dickhead? Jesus coming off the fucking bench. Am I a prick? Am I a prick? Man like fucking Junior. Yeah? Man like Jesus coming off the fucking bench, and you think that's going to save us? Look at the size of that fucking head. He looks like a Frenchie, bro. He looks like a Frenchie. You think, look at the size of that. That's a whole planet on top of his head, and you think that's going to save us? Bro, I am dead. I'm done. Don't take me for a dickhead. I'm done with this shit, bro. Real talk, bro. Real talk. Pack your things. Get out. Get your things. Get out. I'm tired of this, bro. Get your stuff. Get the fuck out now. You know what I'm saying? I'm done now. Do you know what I'm saying? Get out. Hey, Jesus, get out. Arteta, get out. Ødegaard, get out. Zubamendi, get out. Musuliman, get out. Madueke, get out. All of you, get out. I don't care, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Get out. Get out. I don't care. We're not going to be nada about, oh, but give it time, give it time, give it this, give it that. Give you girl time, bro. Give your girl time. I don't give a shit, bro. Get your shit. Get the fuck out of my club. I am done with this. I am done with this. And take your favorites. Take your Arteta's angels. Take all the Arteta angels, and you lot can leave, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Take Destiny's Child. Take all of it. Take all of it, bro. Take your Beyonce and Ødegaard. Just get out of my club. To sit there for 45 minutes and perform like that and think that that's acceptable. It's good that I don't see Arteta. It's good that I don't run into him. It's good that I don't run into him in these Barca streets. It's best I don't run into him. It's best I don't run. If I run into this guy, it's best I don't. It's best I calm down because I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this bull. I'm tired of this, bro. We gas out. We literally, we don't press. We just let them pass the ball. Just let them pass the ball. We were comfortably cooking Kirkes. We were comfortably cooking Bradley. Why not continue? Get some players in the box. What are you doing, bro? No, let's all lean back. Let's all just lean back. Lean back. Everybody just lean back. It's terror squad. Just lean back. Everyone just leaning back. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. And tell me something I'm supposed to take from that second half. Tell me something tactically that I can talk about in that second half. Please tell me. Please tell me. Because all I can talk about is the chances we had in the first half. Second half, we didn't do nothing. Rice had a shot. Saka had a shot block. He should have scored that. But really and truly, look at the minute chances that we have, and we're banking on them. We have, bro. Why is every time Timber is in the positions that Ødegaard's supposed to be in? Why? Não, eu tô cansado. Eu já tô cansado. Eu já não consigo mais. Eu já tô cansado, mano. Eu tô cansado de tolerar isso todos os dias, todas as semanas, pá. Gajo aqui. Eu já tô cansado, mano. Eu tô mesmo cansado of this shit, bro. I am done with this, bro. I am done with this. We don't win the league, this manager needs to go. I would sack him right now. I want him sacked right now. That's what I want. I want him sacked right now. I don't give a shit. Get this guy out the club. I don't give a shit how much you man love his stubble. I don't give a fuck, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If man love man's stubble, yeah, then go to Soho. You can see enough man with stubble. You can see enough man that like all that type of stuff. They'll be telling me best looking manager. No, I don't give a shit, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm saying I don't care. How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. I don't care about all of that. Yeah? Stop sucking off this manager. I'm done. The season's done. Everything's done. We're going to bottle this league title. And once again, I will say the same thing that I said before. You want me to believe? Give me something to believe in. This second half, there was zero answers. There was zero answers against Chelsea. There was zero answers in the first game against Aston Villa. There's been zero answers when shit dries up, set pieces, dark arts, own goals. All of a sudden, look at us. Look at us. Look at us at home, defending for our lives. Defending for our lives. When we've seen Fulham score 2 goals past Liverpool. We've seen this Liverpool team capitulate this season. We've seen teams sticking it on this Liverpool team and scoring goals. Even Wolves scored against Liverpool. Even Wolves. Do you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, oh, well, it's too hard for us. Flipping Leeds put 3 past them. What is this, bro? PSV cooked these guys. Forest cooked these guys. And we can't even score a goal against them. Brentford beat these guys. And we can't score a goal. I'm sorry, Arteta's got a goal. Sorry, but nah. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me. I'm going to put the link out because my head is absolutely hot and I need to have a cigarette. And I need to calm down for a second because my head is fuming, bro. My head is absolutely fuming. Absolute jokers. Absolute jokers, bro. Absolute jokers. Let me pin this. Absolute jokers. If you want to have your say, you have to have your camera on and your mic on and you can jump on. Do you know what I mean? Nah. We have to, bro. We have to because this is beyond pathetic. And my fan base are going to make excuses. Tomorrow I'm cooking them. I don't care. I'm cooking his fan base tomorrow. I'm cooking his fan base. If I see anybody telling me, oh, it's a hard game. Oh, but everyone's getting cooked. Tomorrow it's a cookathon. I can't even lie. Tomorrow, man, are getting cooked. I can't even lie. Yo, big up Josh, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up Liverpool fan. Anyone that doesn't know. What did you make of this pathetic game, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you, bro.
This manager sucks, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. He sucks. I think all things considered, the lineup that we put out, I expected us to get destroyed. But I think our man of the match was the rain. The weather literally helped us because if it didn't rain so badly, I think Arsenal would rip us to pieces. We are so dead. We are impotent. In that second half, the Gary Neville was on the biggest gaslighting I've ever seen in my life. He said, "Oh, Liverpool got possession. We're doing well. They're doing all right. They're limiting Arsenal." My friend, we've in the second half, we had about 4 to 6 touches in the opposition box. We had no shots on target in 90 minutes. My God, we had no shots on target in 90 minutes. David Raya could have taken the night off. He didn't need to be here. This manager needs to go, man. Humpty Dumpty, Kurt Angle, he needs to get out, man. We are the defending champions. You know that, right? We're the defending champions. And we've rocked up here. Fair enough, we're terrible. That's all right. We've got injuries. That's fine. But we couldn't even make Arsenal work. Arsenal centre-backs didn't have to do anything. Their defenders didn't have to do anything today. And the Fugazi unbeaten run continues. Unbeaten in 9 Premier League games, and we've got 6 draws. My goodness, this is dreadful. You know what the worst part is, yeah? This team gave me hope. We had a little bit of hope that we could actually win this game, and it just ends in a dead 0-0. Yeah, no subs. He waited for a player to get injured to make a substitution. Do you know how weak you have to be? Do you know how much of a coward you have to be? You didn't even refresh. Like Arsenal made all 5 changes. No one had. There's not. Our subs bench was I don't know what's the word. What's what I'm looking for? Out of service. Did we even have a subs bench? Gomez spent the whole game warming up. So our first sub was always going to be a centre back to come onto the pitch. This manager is rubbish. He's rubbish. He's absolutely lost the plot, man. This gaslighting is unreal. We went into this game in the press conference. The media are actually sticking it on Slot. They're asking him people saying your football's boring. They're saying they're saying you've got a rubbish style of play. You know what he said? He goes, "It's not my style of play that's bad. It's everybody else's." He's actually lost it. He's lost it. Man. This guy's he's concussed. Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle, Humpty Dumpty, whatever you want to call this guy, man. He's done. I swear to God, the worst thing that happened in this game is Arsenal not scoring a goal. Because here's the thing, the moment we concede, we literally fall apart. Like our heads drop. There's no fight. People's looking around like, where are we gonna get something from? The fact that we didn't concede is actually the biggest piss take. Because honest to God, his job is on the line. Like we were this close, from getting this manager sacked. And Arsenal, these flipping North London red and white bums couldn't get this manager signed. I swear to God, I'm fuming at Arsenal fans. Arsenal, bro, what is wrong with you? You had one job. You had one job. All you had to do, yeah, was give us that Villa 4-piece, yeah, the 3-piece and the soda, and it would have been wrapped up. Yeah, Richard Hughes would have got on the phone, got rid of this guy, man. But no, we're here. We've got a great 0-0. We had a great 0-0 win. Everyone's happy now. It's a great day out against the league leaders, despite the fact we had no shots on target. We barely created any chances. We don't do anything. We play side to side candy dance football like it's someone's wedding. It's rubbish. Yeah, it's absolutely rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Garbage football. I'm sick and tired of this now. Yeah, get him gone. It's infuriating. It's boring to watch. How, if you're a Liverpool fan, yeah, how are you investing 90 minutes of your life every single week into this stuff? Like, I'm struggling to do it. I'm dying out here. I need
Try
help.
to do 6
Someone
years under
rescue me.
Arteta, bro. Try to do 6 years
Imagine
under
that.
Arteta, bro.
Rescue me. Help
At
me.
least
I
this
need
manager's
help.
won you sign, you know. At least at the bare minimum, he's won you sign. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm a Liverpool fan.
manager's dead,
I'm a
man.
Liverpool fan. Get me
He's
out
dead,
of
he's
here.
dead.
Get
He's
me
dead,
out
he's
of
dead.
here, man. But listen, boys, you lot go, man. You lot go.
No, go on, one at a time. Either one of you could. Well, Zeph, go on, you go. You jumped on first. Go on, Zeph, go on, you go.
Where do I even start, man? Obviously, I'm younger in it, like 19. I haven't seen us win a league title ever. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen us win the Carabao Cup either. So I've basically seen us win nothing but FA Cups, you know, and the drought on the Wenger and all that. And now we've got Arteta. You know what I'm saying? And it's mad, man. Like, the amount of dross that we're seeing. Obviously, we saw how good we were in 22-23 with like the football we played and stuff like that. But then obviously when we got battered by City and we started dropping points to West Ham, you know, Liverpool and Southampton, all them teams in it, that's when he changed. Everything changed. Yeah. And now we're playing this Stoke FC football. Like, obviously, you know, 23-24, the second half of that season, like, obviously we're battering teams in it. But the first half, you could see there was a change, you know, defensively. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain players like Saka looks like they were kind of like going through sort of how do you explain it? I think it's like burnout, bro. Like, you look burnt out, even though he was getting assists, goal scoring and stuff like that. The guy wasn't the same player. He wasn't twisting, turning players like he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, if you've seen like number 77 Saka, you know, you saw how explosive he was, and we saw a little bit of that today, but it was only for like 20 minutes. After that, it was nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, like with Arteta, like, this has come from somebody who was actually positive about Arteta, you know, like probably like I'd say 21, 22 when it started to change a bit. Like, obviously got a few winners in there, like purple patches and stuff like that. But like, obviously, as I've seen him more and more over the years, bro, it's been rough, man. And this guy is like holding us back from being like really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen promising things, like increments of us getting big wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, good wins in isolation, but not leading to anything. And that's the problem. Not winning major honors. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that standard of winning at this football club has really brought us down. And that's where I'm at, man. Like, with this win today, it encapsulates how I've been feeling for the last year and a half. Because last season was one of the worst times, like, in a while, watching Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like, with way
This
we're
guy was
playing.
hiding behind a rebuild, bro. He was
That's what
hiding
I'm
behind a
saying.
rebuild. That's what it was. Because as soon as the rebuild now's done, and everyone can say Arsenal are good enough to win trophies, what's the common
There you go.
denominator? The manager.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like, a lot of the top gooners do deflect from the fact that Arteta has free reign. He's had free reign over the rebuild process since he got to the football club. He was able to put Aubameyang at left wing back. He was able to put Lacazette as the main striker. You know what I'm saying? He's able to get out all these players, rebuild, you know what I'm saying? Even get what's his name? Pablo Mari on loan. And I think Cedric Suarez. Yeah, Cedric Suarez on loan when he was injured. Who the fuck does that? That's like Kim Calsham settings, man. Like, what is that? And so, like, I'm thinking we've given this guy a lot of time and we've invested a lot of money into this process, and there's no reciprocation. We're spending all of these tickets. We're going to the games. If you're going to games, I'm not going to games personally, but that's too expensive, innit? Like, I don't got that pocket like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, the point is, we put all of our time and effort, and what are we getting back? 91 goals like in one season. Okay, is there any trophy to really make up for that? You know what I'm saying? And we hide behind these excuses of injuries. Liverpool had no striker today. So what is the excuse? I don't understand. And the thing is, like, the whole narrative behind Arsenal, oh, the refs are against us, oh, the PGMO, this and that. I saw Saka Tom Pot flipping Kirkes. Yeah, there was I didn't see it at first, but Sky had a replay of it. And I didn't realize until I saw that replay what Saka did to Kirkes. I'm like, rotted. Like, he kick up the man. And then I see Martinelli do what he did to Connor Bradley.
Yep.
And he could have suffered a serious injury, like an ACL. Imagine that was happening to us. Yeah. And this ain't the first time we've done this sort of thing where, like, people say and mask it as, oh, it's the dark arts, this and that. Bro, that's just being a dark arse, bruv. Like, you're being a dark arsehole. Like, it don't make sense with the whole narrative behind, you know, us being a victim mentality, and I don't get it. Like, when we do fuck shit, like, nobody talks about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. It's not even the first time this has happened. Havertz, like Lee Gunner, for example, he's showed a clip many times of when Liverpool were playing in the purple kit in it. We were playing at home when we smacked them 3-1. When Havertz went right into Virgil van Dijk, like, unprovoked, by the way. Like, Virgil van Dijk is about to win the ball, like, it's in the air, in it. And so Havertz basically headers into him, yeah, and he could have injured him. You know what I'm saying? Did the same thing against Newcastle that same season. So again, there's a track record, man. I can go about it for ages about, you know, Arsenal getting away with stuff. We got away with a lot of stuff last season. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the red cards and injuries were very avoidable if we just, you know, rotated our team and had a better mentality. Declan Rice, for example, you know, like, having the mentality of a captain. He should be captain, either him or Gabriel, I'd say. You know, of admitting to the fact that against Brighton, at, I think it was at home. Yeah, it was at home, like, beginning of the season, where he got himself sent off, and he said, "I've been told the rules, and I should have obviously known better to not get the yellow card, the second yellow as well, because it was avoidable. The first yellow was from Trossard making a mistake, you know, losing the ball." So again, I don't want to hear excuses. We had no excuses going into this game. We had every right to be able to smash them. If we were confident and we didn't play this, like, lethargic football that we've been playing the whole season, because the narrative has been Arsenal been amazing, they've been resilient. You don't watch the games in full. You just look at the results and be like, yeah, green ticks everywhere. You see this player on FootMob's getting like 8.8 rating and shit. You don't watch the games if you're saying we're an amazing team. You're just going off results. But you're not looking to performances. But that's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at.
But these kind of games, yeah, I hear completely what you're saying. These kind of games prove our point. The thing is, with this fan base, you have to play the long game, because a lot of them, I'm just going to keep it real. A lot of these men are slow, bro. They're slow at understanding. Yeah. When you're scoring own goals, that's nothing to cheer about. When you're scoring from set pieces all the time to save you on a consistent basis, that's not nothing to cheer about. These are supposed to be, if anything, extras. What should be your main bread and butter is the way that you play, the way you control games, and the way that you try to dominate games. Of course, you're not going to dominate every game, but you give yourself a chance when you're constantly going to try and seal off the game. When you're trying to stink it out and only playing for 45 minutes. How many times have I sat here this season and said we've only performing for 45 minutes? Well, guess what today? We dropped points again playing for 45 minutes. We did it against Chelsea. We did it against Sunderland. Guess what? We dropped points. We fucked around against Aston Villa. We lost that game. Yeah, we beat them again. Who cares? Who cares? Because we should have beat them twice. This is a team that shouldn't be nowhere near us. It is pathetic getting away with it against Wolves, but people are saying, oh, who cares? It was 2 own goals. Well, guess what? Where were the own goals today? Where were the set pieces today? Now are you understanding what I'm saying? That this ain't consistent. You can't consistently, anybody that watches football, you don't have to be an Arsenal supporter. This is you can't maintain winning a league title depending on that. Zubimendi, once again, how many individuals have I called out this season saying that they're not performing? I said, if we're going to win the league, we have to get the most out of Gyökeres, the most out of Zubimendi. Can anyone see anything tactically different? Because I don't. We actually started off that game very well. First 20 minutes, we were cooking Liverpool. We were cooking them. We're putting you under pressure. Our wingers were actually doing their job against your fullbacks. But then crosses into the box, nobody there. Nobody there. So why are we even crossing into the box at this point? Gyökeres, the first time he gets a through ball, he's on the right wing. I told you, every time he receives the ball, it's either in the middle of next to flipping Ødegaard, or it's on the wings next to Saka or next to Martinelli, and then he's playing the through ball for Saka to cross it in. What are we doing, bro? The whole thing's backwards. I told man, the way we started pre-season, this manager ain't figured it out. We start the season, we get away with it against Man United, and then everyone's applauding, because we got a result. We should have lost that game. And ever since then, we haven't looked convincing. From the start of the season, the way we played against Liverpool, Man City, we ain't looking any better. We're not. But because we beat Atletico, because we beat Bayern, because we beat Spurs, these cover up the deficiencies in the club, in the squad, the way that we're playing. I've been calling it out. But you know what, this fan base, eventually they'll shut up at the end of the season and realize that I was right. But then they'll go back to, let's just give it another chance. I am sick and tired of this roundabout. Listen, Ibrahim, you've been waiting patiently, bro. Have your say, and then half volley, you can go.
Yeah, thanks for having me on Northside. What I'd like to say about the game is that, similar to what Josh said, to be fair, I didn't think it was that good today, but first, as Northside literally just said, first 15, 20 minutes, we was getting ripped apart. Like, Saka, barn up Kirkers every time. And then literally the final ball was letting you lot down. To be fair, I don't think Declan Rice was that good today, I'm going to be real. To be fair, Trossard I thought was poor for you lot. And first half, we barely did anything up until Bradley hit the crossbar, and then Gakpo, brother, don't get me started on that guy, innit? Bro, guy's so dead, bro. But what I'd like to say is, the main thing I want to say, this Arnie Slot guy, bro, he needs to go. Because even though tactically it was okay today, for me he's a coward, innit? Didn't play to win, played for a draw. The thing is that whenever we keep the ball, we just keep the ball for keeping the ball safe. Keep the ball safe, just side to side, sideways back. Like we don't play with any like urgency and any tempo in our passing at all. That second half, like from the 44th minute to like the 91st minute, Arsenal did not even have a shot or a corner, something mad like that. And then we couldn't even test right today at all, which I thought was really poor. But I think that was. I don't know if Josh agrees with me. I think this was McAllister's best game of the season. But the bathroom is low, innit? But he actually played all right today. But
the mannequin, the traffic cone. Yeah,
he actually played all right today, though.
Yeah.
But Frimpong,
Alexis Madame Two Swords, isn't it?
But Frimpong I thought today was all right. But every time he was beating his man, the final ball. Remember that incident where he could have literally just dribbled it a bit further and then shoot, and then decides to play it back, cut back to the edge of the box. Like, what are you doing? Like, bro.
That's the lack of confidence, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Thing is, every time
he never wanted to shoot. He was always looking to pass it, unfortunately.
Literally, bro. And every time Frimpong was on the outside, like, take on Lewis Skelly, bro. I think Lewis Skelly, by the way, was stinky when he came on still. He was stinky.
You know when he got beaten by Frimpong, you know, bro, I knew straight away. He didn't warm up properly. He didn't want to take that risk. He didn't warm up.
Dusty.
As soon as he came on, he was like, nah, let him go around.
Lewis Skelly was... I can't lie. I don't rate Arteta, but I generally see why Skelly don't play. It's just defensively in it, but bro, how we're so dead, but we took 4 points of Arsenal this season. I can't make this stuff up, man. Arteta is a number one crook. For me, someone should have punched up Martinelli for what he did to Bradley, but we're moving it. But someone should have punched him up.
Let me be honest.
Crazy.
I think he messed up.
Absolutely crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy.
Innit?
The players did something, but I think someone's got to fist him up for that. He's got to get fist up after the game. He shouldn't have done it. Yeah, he should have done it.
It's mad. But my fan base won't talk about that because it's not convenient. You know what I mean? It's always different when it's us doing it. Do you know what I mean? Then it's justified. When it's everybody else, we must have to. We need 25. We need Terry Flewis to come out and say, "Yo, this is a disgrace, Rob. I can't believe it." Sky Sports agenda. The pundits ain't talking about it. People don't want to.
I want to know what they're saying. By the way, I want to know what Arsenal Fan TV is saying about this. I'm sorry.
They won't talk about it. They won't talk about it.
You man deserve to be cooked. By the way,
you know what my thing has been.
How you not beating at Liverpool? How you not beating a Liverpool team that has no strikers, who conceded the second most goals from set pieces. We can't attack. We can't defend, and you couldn't even score a goal. You've not scored a goal against us this season. That is peak. By the way, I think
Embarrassing.
I think Man City win the league. I think Man City will win the league. I'm telling you now.
Listen, you know that
think they
second
will.
half, yeah. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
That second half. In the first half, you lot hit the pole, the bar, and all that. I was like,
yeah,
cool. But Arsenal's Arsenal. All they need is one corner or one set piece. They might get the goal. Yeah. Brother, when I saw you, man, because remember, you lot did exactly what we did against City last week.
Yeah. So
you survived the first half, which was the most difficult bit. Survive and then see what you can do second half. And you lot still could have at least got a goal. You were the closest, probably, in my opinion, to score.
Yeah, we're so toothless though. Like we're so
second half.
toothless. Like.
Yeah. But then again, your players weren't really running. Everyone loses the ball. They just walk back and that. I think your backline done most of the work. But that second half.
Don't forget about our fake pressing. That's the best part of the game. When the Arsenal centre halves here are walking the ball into our half, our players are running alongside them, pretending to press. Am I a dickhead or something? What are you doing? Why are you
I'm telling you, Liverpool did
but they knew. Thiago Silva, and my players are walking with him. Like what? Like the game.
Bert and Szoboszlai were the only two that were pressing in it. Bert and Szoboszlai were the only two that first half.
I feel sorry for Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai is running for 5 players. He's doing 5 players worth of running.
He did slow down our.
McAllister is a traffic cone. Yeah, McAllister is just a traffic cone. He's just there. He's just taking up oxygen at this point.
Yeah, that's
Cody
funny.
Gakpo, I have no idea what Cody Gakpo is doing in the whole game. There was one time when
lost son, bro. That's lost son, innit?
Do you remember there was a time in the second half, when Cody Gakpo, when Konate switched the ball into the left wing, and rather than taking the touch by chesting it down, he heads it back in field. Brother, why is it this?
No, but you
this
remember
guy is a Dutch Jordan Henderson, man.
They're not trying to get it. Josh, you know what it is, yeah? The players are scared to make a mistake and get hit on the counter. And then at the same time, either that Kirkus brother is inverting and what's it called, the wing ain't got support, or Frimpong. You seen Frimpong is on his own all the time. Do you get me? So it's one of those where.
Please get this new year, new manager. Get this follicularly challenged Brendan Rodgers out of the football club. I can't be asked anymore, man. We play pound for pound. We are the pound for pound the worst coach team in the Premier League. Yeah, pound for pound.
We're by far the worst. We're by far the worst.
It's between us, Tottenham, and Man United. And Man United have just sacked their manager, so we are now the worst.
Wolves play better football than us, but nah, I think only Tottenham play worse than us. But
I'm talking about size of the club. I'm talking about in terms of size of the club. Wolves, we can't bring them into the conversation. Out of us, Tottenham, and Man United, we are the worst coach team in the league. Might even be on the planet. We can't. We score goals.
We're the worst coach team in the world. We're the worst coach
team
in the
world. We score goals.
You and phase
the only
two.
way we would have scored. The only way we would have scored is if a hurricane hit the Emirates pitch and blew the ball into their net. That's the only way we're scoring. Yeah.
We were
dreadful.
Second half, they didn't have a shot on target to the corner, which was like what 91st minute, 92nd minute.
We didn't have a shot on target. We didn't have a shot on target all game.
Shambles, man.
One more thing. Szoboszlai had 5 all of our attempts in the second half. Szoboszlai had all of our shots
free kicks in it. He had like 2 free kicks.
He had 2 free kicks and 3 long shots. That were all blocked.
Bro, hear this, yeah? If the goal was at the corner flag, we would have scored 3 goals. But the goal ain't at the corner flag, so we didn't score any.
I don't know if you lot seen it, yeah. You see when the first half Saka managed to get the push on Kirkus. The ball went out for a corner. He started smiling. He was smirking. I was thinking, right, like, is that what we're doing? That's still getting corner.
Dark, bro. This is dark.
That's when I knew the game's done. I was doing other stuff for the game.
Phase 6 Arteta, like celebrating corners.
It's dark.
No, these men celebrating on goals, bro. These men.
You know this. Me and North talk about this.
The shamelessness of our fan base.
I've been saying.
You man are the most shameless institution I've ever seen in my life. You man are the most shameless institution. Some of your fans.
Of course, because they're gonna make this sound like, oh, bro, every single time we drop points, they say, yo, Brighton, it's a hard game. Oh, this is a hard game. Or Burnley's a hard, whoever it is, it's a difficult game. Even they were even playing the underdogs. Yeah, this fan base. I saw this fan base playing the underdogs when we're going up against Sunderland. Oh, but they're a good team this season. Shut the fuck up, man. What are you talking about, bro? They're doing all right, but we know we're gonna drop off. What was Sunderland started the season? What were they like in the top 4? Yeah, I'm saying we knew they weren't gonna hold that position.
You know what it is, though? I don't check over maybe. You know what I do? I looked at what people were saying before this game. Look, I'm not gonna take the mick out of Liverpool fans here because they knew they were that bad. They didn't have enough chest to say draw. I've seen Liverpool fans say 3-1.
I said 4-1 Arsenal.
I said 3-0. I said 3-0.
He said 2-1 or 3-1. They're gonna lose.
I said 4-1 Arsenal.
Everyone thought they're gonna lose. Arsenal fans were saying, I don't know whether to say 3 or 4-1. That's what I was
Some of them were saying 5-0. Some of them were saying 4-5-0.
So highly just to get a draw. And they did the same to our game, right? No, if you remember, innit? You were the only one that said a reason, whatever. You knew that you done tactical analysis and that. You get me? The only one. Everyone else said we're smacking them, and then they played the way you play. You can't keep hyping something up when you know it's weird, bro. You can't just I know what my team is like, and I think this is what I think can happen. They hope that this is the thing. Do you get what I'm saying? They hope that this is the one that's going to be. So then, you predict it, and then if it comes out, and then you can say, yo, I knew that this was going to happen. And we know that you guys are the so-called informed team. But you can't go pull up against some of these big teams and play like this. You've got away with it in other games because he scored a free kick or whatever it was, or like corner, whatever.
That's why I said it depends on what Arsenal I get, because there's a version of the way that we play, which is like Bayern, Atletico, how we played against Spurs, where we actually take the game, and we actually did start the game well. And I was like, okay, can we keep this up? Because I've only seen it for 45 minutes max, most games, 45 minutes max when we do play trying to win. And then we fall off. We keep doing this every game. We don't keep up the momentum. We don't keep up the pressure. We did this against Sunderland. That as soon as we go 2-1 up, it's like, okay, let's chill. And then we're doing that, and we're not even winning the game. It's a disgrace. I want to bring in Half Volley into the conversation, because Half Volley, you've been someone that had some criticism.
Yes,
big up, yes, man. Big up every time, man. Big up, man. Yeah, Half Volley. I need to ask you, bro, because obviously you've had your criticisms of this manager, but you've also been somebody that's also supported him, but with fair criticism. Today, bro, chat to me about what you think about this game, because my head's still hot about this game, bro.
Yeah, look, North, I think this performance has been coming for some time, and it's not an unusual performance. I don't think Liverpool can have any complaints, to be honest. I'm hearing a few Liverpool fans saying, oh, it's disgusting. Getting a point at the Emirates is a creditable point. So I don't understand why you guys are up in arms about your performance. If anything, that's probably the easiest game you've played all season. And that was down to the negativity again and the conservatism of the manager. I mean, the football that was on display today was absolutely disgusting. Liverpool must have held the ball for about 5 business days, and we couldn't take it off them. Like, what the hell am I watching?
Facts.
The inability to consistently pressure and get the ball off the opposition was severely lacking today. And I've never seen anything like it. And yeah, fair play, North. Like you say, I always like to take a different perspective. I do see some of the, good things that this manager has done. But like I've admitted on this panel before, he's probably not elite, because today demanded a manager that can play on the front foot and put Liverpool to the sword. And we couldn't do it. And maybe that's the limit of this manager's powers. He cannot take us beyond playing cautious football and getting us to compete and giving this facade of competitiveness. But as far as Liverpool are concerned, I was watching the game. This is probably the easiest game they played all season. When you had the ball, Arsenal showed no real intention to attack. We had, the team looked like a nervous wreck, like the manager on the sideline. Again, so much negativity. When we had that last, set piece, I honestly was praying that Gabriel didn't score. I thought that would have been so harsh in Liverpool, but then the manager would have got out of jail. It was It was literally a few centimeters away from Gabriel getting that ball in, and that would have been, a travesty for what we're watching, because no way in hell did we deserve to win that game. Fair enough, Liverpool didn't get a shot on target, but we didn't particularly play, well. And then I hear somebody digging out Lewis Skelly as well. Yeah, let me tell you this: when a manager insists on playing certain players and doesn't give certain players game time, they lack much sharpness. So when a player doesn't play, don't expect him to come in and put a 10 out of 10 performance. So it's a bit of Lewis Kelly's 19 years of age. He's been introduced to elite football. He's covered himself very well in terms of playing in the first team, but he barely gets any games these days. So you're gonna get these type of performances. It's the same with Eze. They looked like they were barely in the game, and it's because the managers defaulted back to his favorites. So as much as I'm here, I try to see things from a different perspective. I'm not delusional to see what I'm watching. The football we're playing, right, it's not title-winning football. This philosophy is not going to win the title. And I fully expect City to overhaul us and win the league, honestly. And that is such a demoralizing, depressing thing to admit, because City are playing with a bit more spark, with a bit more invention, and eventually they're going to get their rewards. The way Arsenal are playing at the moment, we seem like we're crawling to the finish line. We're limping to the finish line. And we've got something like, 18 games to play. This is the sort of performance you see with 4 games to go, when people are tight, a bit anxious, you want to get over the line, but not when we've got a third of the season to play. So it's a bit concerning. And I've said before, for all the trophies on the table, the Premier League, for me, pragmatically, is the easiest for Arsenal because of the squad that we've got and the depth, and the fact that Liverpool and the rest are falling out. So it's a bit of a shame. This performance was absolutely disgusting. There's nothing more that needs to be added to it. I think Liverpool, should be happy with the point, because they met a fairly tame, weak Arsenal side that had no interest in taking risks. And that's how the game panned out.
No, it's mad, bro. Look, I'll be real with you. You've already said it. You don't have no faith in this manager getting over the line. He's got to go then. He's got to go half volley. Sorry, he's got to go, bro. Like that's it now. Enough. To be honest, I'll sack him now. For us to sit here and yesterday to see all our rivals dropping points, this was a statement win. We needed a statement win. And to be honest, it's not even against prime Liverpool. If it was against prime Liverpool, I could give him some sort of, if they were doing what we expected them to do at the start of the season, I could say, but they're playing Verts up front. The system isn't working this season. Players are looking really bad. Even Liverpool fans are cussing up McAllister and players that played really well for them last season. They had issues with defense. They had their centre-backs making mistakes. Today, we had their full-backs on strings. And what do? We start playing it backwards, sideways, keeping it comfortable, keeping it safe. To defend for 45 minutes when you're going for a league title. This is why we won't win any trophy under this manager, because the mentality is always defend, defend, defend. Cup games, you have to go for the win. If you don't, you're risking it. Cool, you may stink it out to penalties. Bro, that's a luck of a draw. You know what I mean? That's a toss of a coin. It can go your way, it could not go. So once again, you're gambling. You're gambling because you have 90 minutes to influence the game. You're not. You want to take it to penalties? Cool. It can go your way. It could not go your way. What are we doing now? Is that what we're going to do now? Well, we're going to take everything to penalties. And then in the league, we're going to keep getting draws. So we haven't learned anything from last season. This whole season, I've been saying, and I've said it, and I said it, and I said it. What have we done tactically this season? Cool, we've got new players. What have we done tactically that we can say, do you know what? Even though we've got this player, that player, we're getting the most out of them, and tactically we've adjusted things so we're a lot more in control of games, and we're trying to bury teams off. Nothing's changed tactically. Bring personnel in, take personnel out. The same football, the same tactics, the same philosophy. I'm sorry, this manager is not the guy, and he's hid and kept his job long enough under the whole thing. We're rebuilding. Well, guess what, Arteta? Guess what? We've stagnated. Arsenal have stagnated. The last couple of seasons, finishing in top two, finishing second. That's stagnation. It's stagnation. It's not growth. We're not declining. I think in certain areas we're declining, but it's stagnation. So we're not going anywhere anymore. And at the end of the day, that's when it's time for change. We've got a team that's clearly signed some new contracts. We've got some of our best players signing new contracts. We're clearly a club that can attract some players. We've got Gyökeres, we've got Eze. Cool. Let's go. Why can't we use that as well and go and attract the top manager? I think it's time for him to cut. I'll be honest with you. Gianni, what's your opinion on this game, bro?
That game was fucking pathetic from both teams. First of all, I just want to say this. This is why modern football is dog shit. How are both of these teams playing with a fucking number 10 and a false 9? Nobody in the box when wingers get it. That's why this is fucking bullshit. I thought a false 9 was supposed to take away from the work that a 10 did. Clearly it did, because neither one of them are in the fucking box. Secondly, anybody who's not blaming this manager and his system, the Madueke cross into the box in the 79th minute, why isn't that pass left for Gyökeres? He's burying those. The only guy that was in the fucking box was Martinelli, and he ran into the box as the ball went right by him. That's it. Where's your striker? This is why this false 9 nonsense is bullshit and why we signed a bagsman in the first place. Same reason why Liverpool, even though they got the raw end of the stick with the injuries, signed Ekitike and Isak because they're bagsmen. Both of these systems looked absolutely terrible. For Liverpool, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little harsh here. You guys look like you didn't know if the ball was round or square today. In possession, you guys legit didn't know if the ball was round or square. How in God's name do you have Florian Wirtz playing as a false 9 and not even like this is almost where the scouting never watched anything he did at Leverkusen. Why is he doing the same work around Szoboszlai? He was never in that position when he was at Leverkusen playing false 9. So Slot is definitely on fraud watch this year with this
fraud
bullshit.
watch. He needs to leave, bro. He needs to leave.
That's on. You're a Liverpool fan. I'm not going to tell you what to do about your manager.
Fair.
I'm not going to get into that shit. But all I can say is, had you guys actually had some balls going forward, the second half, you should have smoked us. You should have smoked us. Should have smoked. Our midfield has no idea what the fuck it's doing in the second half. Like, we legit looked like a bottom half team. We couldn't put 3 passes together in the fucking midfield and losing it back for no reason.
Good question. You know when Eze came on, why didn't he take off Zubimendi and go and add an extra midfielder? Make an attacking substitution.
Bro, why is
that's
the
what I've been
number
asking
10,
for.
Here's a better question. Why is the number 10 receiving the ball to start the offense just outside of our own 18-yard box? The number 10 is supposed to be further up the fucking pitch. This is the reason why Arsenal's offense is dog shit. Because we're expecting a guy who's all he is the finisher. Everyone knew his touch was terrible coming into the league. Unless you were watching some made-up highlights about Gyökeres, all the guy does is just score. The guy is not a guy who can carry the ball or anything else. So many people misprofiled this guy at the beginning. Why are we not having a number 10 and a striker playing close up the pitch to where if a ball comes over the top, the striker can just give it back to the 10 when he wins the ball and turn right around and go? And if Ødegaard's this great fucking passer that everybody's talking about, he should be banging on 20 assists right now with this profile of a fucking striker. So again, it's the system. When we let Ødegaard go, when he actually was good, the motherfucker scored double-digit goals 2 straight seasons. Why are we hindering this guy to this? This is almost like Arteta's playing the game plan through FIFA. He's some deep-in-line playmaker, whatever the fuck that means. Like, well, what is this shit? And then nonstop sideways to sideways. And then we wait to actually let our guys go and attack the defense until the 85th minute. And what's even worse is, how do you have the whole team in the box and Madueke and nobody's crossing the ball? It took Saliba to cross the ball to get that last corner. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit at the end of the day. Plain and simple. Both teams played like shit. This was a horrible game. If you're trying to promote the Premier League, this was a horrible fucking game. If these are two of the big 6 that everybody talks about, to see this was a dog shit game. But for Arsenal, you keep playing like this, we got 7 games left to go in this month. We catch any more injuries, we're not winning the league. And we better fucking beat Chelsea, because if we don't win this League Cup, it's once again proven we don't have the mentality to win. End of fucking story.
Facts.
Ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Kawaja, what'd you make of this, bro? You know what I mean? What are you saying, bro? Big up for jumping on as well. What are you saying, bro? What's your thoughts?
Big up, man. It's one of the worst performances of the season. Hands down, arguably one of the worst performances of the season. I did not see any player show some fight, show some passion, show some desire. I thought we were lucky not to concede in the second half because I don't know what we were doing, but look at Arteta. He wanted to park the bus. I think we're one of the teams that have failed to score against Liverpool in both of those games, Anfield and at the Emirates. We're one of the
we can't
teams
defend,
that
by the
failed
way.
to score.
And we can't defend.
That
We
Liverpool
can't defend.
team, no disrespect, but that's one of the worst teams I've ever seen. That manager had no idea what to do. He wanted to play for a draw because they had no Ekatike, and you see what happened against Fulham. They won that great. I mean, let's be real, they were lucky because the Florian Wirtz goal looked offside to me, whatever it is. But people are saying about that we were going to smoke Liverpool. To be honest with you, North, I got it wrong. I predicted 3-1, by the way. I believe that we can win. And people are going to say, oh, you're a fake fan for not backing the team. I back my team every day. I always back the players. I just don't back the manager. Today, he fucked it up. Why? Because he parked the bus. Because he's so scared of Liverpool. I don't know what it is with Liverpool, but he's so scared of attacking. My man had to keep on Ødegaard for 73 fucking minutes. What the fuck did he do? The guy is one of the worst midfielders in world football. I'm sick and tired of watching Ødegaard play week in, week out. This guy had to bring on Eze, who played, 22 minutes when he came on. Bruv, he should be starting. When Eze scored a hat-trick in the North London derby, do you see Ødegaard do that performance, scoring a hat-trick in the North London derby? Never. He'd never do that. Eze's been trying. Eze can do something. But this manager is his love child. He loves Ødegaard. He loves Saka. He loves these players. Why on earth is Eze not starting? Eze has to start. Ødegaard has been stinking it out. But he got assist. He got a beautiful assist against Bournemouth. He scored against Brighton. He's one of the best midfielders in the world. That's what everyone's been telling us. Well, don't be carried away. 8 points clear was the opportunity, by the way. We should have been 8 points clear today. And we somehow fucked it up. We've allowed Manchester City and Aston Villa back in the title race because that is what Mikel Arteta is good at. 8 points. We're playing sideways football. We are sidewards FC. We had the ball and we're passing it sideways. Ødegaard is carrying the ball from the goalkeeper. You're telling me he's a number 10. Eze is a big game player. When's Ødegaard showed up in big games? He's never ever showed up in a big game. If you have Eze start, we win that game for sure.
By the way, Eze's got a good goal scoring record against Liverpool. By the way, Eze has got a good goal scoring record against Liverpool as well.
You see, the thing is, I've been saying as well for some time. As soon as Ødegaard was reintroduced back into this team, we went back to this perfunctory 22-23 slow, as Mason would call it, horseshoe football. Sideways, back and forth. It's disgusting. And then because Ødegaard has had some recent decent performances, the fan base are back to blowing him, sacking him off. Best midfielder, our chief creator. The football we play with Ødegaard is not title-winning football. Fair play to him. I think he's raised his game in recent times, but it's still not good enough. We need to be more direct and we need more cutting edge. But the problem with the manager is defaulted back to 2022-23 settings. Jesus. Again, I've said this on this panel so many times. How on earth is Jesus coming on, leading the front line of Arsenal Football Club in 2025? A failed project who should be moved on.
280 a week.
You know, today he couldn't even hold the ball up against when it was like a 70-30 ball and he still lost a duel to Konate. His legs are gone. Again, because he's come in and scored a couple of goals.
Can I ask you one question, right?
Yeah, go on.
Can I ask you this question? Why is he not keeping Gyökeres for 90 minutes? I mean, that ball that Madueke put in, if that was Gyökeres, he tapped it in for 1-0. Why does he always want to sub off Victor Gyökeres? Is he more of a fan of Gabby Jesus? you think?
I think, to be fair, yeah, I think there are some question marks over Gyökeres and whether we're playing to his strengths. But his hold-up play is a bit questionable, right? But I actually think Merino is a better option up front, playing against teams like when Liverpool sat deep. Merino is very clever in the pockets. You can drop deep, play some clever balls. But what Arteta is doing is he's gone back to the old formula that never worked. And that's the problem I have with him. And again, bringing in Eze on today to do some magic ain't going to happen because he's barely had any games. He barely had any touches today. And that's the reality when you don't give players game time, when you have the opportunity. They come in and they stink the place out. And then fans will get on their back and say, oh, you're stinking Lewis Skelly, he's not playing well. These guys do not get game time. The game is very fast-paced, right? It's not a training ground match. It's moving very fast. If you haven't been in a competitive match for some time, you come in, you look like a fish out of water. And that's what happened today. But like I said, the manager's got two options. He can either deviate away from the formula that hasn't worked, Jesus, Ødegaard, and try something different. I think the fan base will be a lot more forgiving if there is clear evidence that Arteta is actually trying something different. There's a painful familiarity to what we're seeing, and that's why a lot of people are upset. And I don't blame them. Even somebody who genuinely sees some of the, credit-worthy things that he does. I'm just looking at this. And I don't think it's a title-winning philosophy. It's far too negative. It's not front-footed enough, and that's what you need to win the title, right? It's got us competing, but it's very unlikely that this style of football is going to get you over the line. And that's the hard reality of it.
What you saying, that star, man? Big up, bro. What you saying, bro? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, big up, North. Big up to the panel. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure, never a chore. That performance tonight was disgusting. Nothing short of shambolic. I was livid tonight. Absolutely livid. I was on stream with Gianni earlier, and Gianni can tell you I lost my shit, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was so angry. Like for me, that epitomized everything wrong with this manager, certain players. We talk about the favoritism and all of that. We can't play 90-minute football. It has to be 45, 30, maybe even 50 at most. Like, everyone else is dropping points around us. Man City, Villa, etc., right? We can't capitalise, and now we're here. Basically, we are at a point of beyond no return. This manager has already gone past the crossroads, but he still manages to find a way to fall by the wayside. This guy persists with Martin Ødegaard. The fact that he made him captain, just diabolical. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I actually predicted a 2-1, but apparently I'm toxic and negative. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what this goes to show is like this manager is more negative than the people that are backing him. And if you noticed, at the end of the game tonight, I saw more than a few faces of them fans in the ground. They weren't booing, they weren't hissing and howling, they weren't saying nada. They were silence, and that was deafening. That is called apathy. They were apathetic. They were disappointed. Like when you do something wrong when you're younger as a kid, your parents don't shout at you, they don't whoop your ass, they don't do anything like that. They just shake their head, turn around, and just nah. Do you know what I'm saying? That is at the point that we're at right now. It's unsustainable. And I've said this earlier as well. Andrea Berta, you need to pull the plug, mate. This has gone far enough, because I can see this getting worse. And these players have already been run into the ground. We've got Portsmouth coming up. The likes of Declan Rice, Urian Timber, Gabriel, etc. They shouldn't be starting. We've got Chelsea next week. I'm not convinced we're going to get a result there because we don't win that League Cup. It's over. Game over. This ain't Call of Duty. No respawns. It's done. It's absolutely well and truly done. You know, I've spoken to like a number of people. Like, I know we can have all our own different views, etc., etc. That's fair enough. But at the same time, there has to come a point where we can't do this anymore. The line is drawn. The line in the sand. It's done. It's done. This manager keeps reverting to type when the pressure is on. You saw him before the final whistle. I've never seen him look so stressed in my life. He knows his time's up. He knows his time's up because if Havertz doesn't get injured during training and he plays him next month, give or take, yeah, he might as well just walk out that door. He might as well, because this system has not worked for years. The one time you decided to play total scintillating football, we bottled the league, and then you went on GQ talking all that bollocks, and then you were like, you know what? I thought about quitting. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, you should have fucking quit. You should have quit because at the end of the day, this is elite level sport right here, right now. What Slim saying, this is elite level sport. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the goddamn kitchen. £15 million a year, players on 200k plus a week. That ain't acceptable in any era, at any point, at any time. Do you know what I'm saying? And ultimately, I'll end it on this, right? For me, this season is still salvageable. At this point, I would rather have AirPod Albert from now till the end of the season. Because at least then, we have more of a chance. Because under this manager, these players aren't listening to him anymore. There was one point where he was like pushing the players forward. They're not listening to him. They're not pressing. They're not doing nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially that second half. That second half was beyond a joke. So for me, it's very simple. The only way we win shit this season is we get Lego head out that goddamn door. Pronto. There's no other option now. That's it.
I think personally, I'm just sick and tired of asking this manager to change system. I think even what Half Volley said, you know, we're tired of telling, you know, even the Liverpool fan, like, yo, why not taking off Zubimendi? Even a Liverpool fan can see, yo, this midfield has way more potential if you balance it right. But he's not going to do that. Ødegaard's going to have to start. We already said that. Havertz is almost completely back and fit. He's probably going to be our starting striker again, or Moreno.
No,
and it's
quick question.
It's the same odd.
Quick question. Do you really think Arteta's going to like drop Gyökeres or Havertz?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
Really?
100%. Yeah,
He has been saying in pressers. He's been saying in the press conference that he can't wait for his striker back. Who do you think he's talking about? Not Gyökeres. That's not his signing. It's Havertz. It's that donkey Havertz.
Do you think Eze's is signing? Like, I don't think Eze's
No.
signing either.
No.
Neither was Gyökeres. Neither was Gyökeres.
Let's be real. If Havertz did not get that injury, Eze would be at Tottenham.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. Spot on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just feel like I've never seen a manager so. Most of the best managers, they are stuck in their ways. They are a bit arrogant. I think it gets you to the top, having a level of that. But at the same time, I've never seen someone that's not achieved anything have this level of arrogance. That's my problem. You could be arrogant and be good at your job. Ibra was arrogant and good at his job. You know what I mean? Fergie was arrogant and good at his job. Mourinho as well. You know, Wenger to a degree as well. His arrogance did get him 3 league titles at the start of his career. But to be this arrogant and to be this stuck in your ways and to be this defensive when you're asked anything about, you know, even from the start of the season, he didn't even want to change the 3 DMs in the midfield. When he was pressed about that in the press conference, he was very defensive. very icy, very defensive. Arteta doesn't like to be questioned. He doesn't like whenever the questions are proper footballing questions. He doesn't like it. He likes the comfortable questions that he got the other day about, certain players being born in the same month, and maybe that's a connection. It's so pathetic. Like, I don't see a manager willing to change. People can say anything that they want about certain managers, but I've seen Mourinho change certain aspects of his game during his career. I've seen Conte do it at Chelsea. I've seen Pep do it. If there's anybody that could be stuck in their ways, could be Pep. He's always adjusting the way he plays, different systems, trying to adjust where players play in different systems and how to get the most out of them as a team, not just as an individual. All I see is a very defensive approach, and he has no faith in the youth. It's crazy because he loves Saka, but it's weird because if Saka came through under Arteta, he would never have become the Saka that we've got right now. Never. He would have never given that platform. He's not given that platform for Ethan. He ain't given that platform for Dalman. Skelly, he's absolutely ruining. I don't see any invention in terms of our midfield. I don't even think it's that hard to even just tweak things. He doesn't see the deficiencies of his squad. This is the most alarming thing. When we're asking for him to get the most out of Gyökeres, he can't get the most out of Saka. He can't get the most out of Martinelli on a consistent basis. So I'm not shocked that he's doing the same thing with Gyökeres. When Havertz came to the team, he was playing him in the midfield, I think for the first 18, 19 games before he realized he's not a midfielder. I mean, this is the kind of manager that we're dealing with. It takes him forever to realize the deficiencies of his squad. It took him forever to realize that Zinchenko is not a left back, and this is my gripe with this guy. It's not only the system, it's also the reading of where players are effective. Now, I will give Arteta praise for the Moreno one, but he did that when his back was against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, when all our strikers are injured, Havertz went down, then he did the Moreno thing. He didn't experiment the Moreno up front until he basically had to figure something out. And that to me, that shows more being reactive than proactive. That's what it means to me. And that showed me that if we didn't have injuries to our front line, then you would have kept him in the midfield where all of us can see he's not convincing in the midfield. And that's my biggest gripe with this manager. It's like everything is slow with him. Like everything. Like from the 22-23 season, yes, okay, you're going to be a bit more pragmatic, but why can't you have a bit of that kind of football going forward? Why can't you lock off games and then why can't you win games, implement yourself? You've got a team that like to express themselves, and then you lock off the game and they can do that. It's a bit of a balancing game, but he doesn't want to do that. It's either all gun-ho or it's all defensive. And now it's even getting to within 90 minutes where one half we're completely defensive and then the other half we're all like gun-ho, attacking. Today we started gun-ho and then the second half we're completely defensive. We didn't even try to win that game at the end. It's like, what is this? Like, what kind of manager is this? I don't get it. But this fan, it's so frustrating because he does the obvious things wrong. He does the most obvious things wrong. And it's like, nothing's more frustrating and seeing someone fail and they just don't want to. And the way he stormed off as well, like he's angry. And this is what I can't stand about him. He makes it look on TV like he's so angry. You implement this. You coach this. You set the team up week in, week out to play like this. How dare you look there like, oh, I'm disgusted by the performance. No, this has been embedded by you. You're telling me that even Ødegaard, I don't rate, he don't want to play defensive football. I don't even rate him like that. He don't want to play defensive football. Martinelli don't want to play defensive football. Saka don't want to play defensive football. Gyökeres fucking doesn't want to play defensive football. You're the one implementing this. So when you're looking around the team and you're implementing that. You're the one that set us up like that. The biggest problem with our team, in my opinion, is the midfield, because that's the engine of your team. And that dictates how you're going to play, and that dictates how you're going to boss a team. We don't look to boss teams. We look to shield and protect the back line. That's what that midfield is about. It's a workhorse to protect the back line. It's not to transition well. And that's why everything's put on Ødegaard. When you put all that responsibility on Ødegaard, what happens? He goes missing. He gets... I'm saying I'm just so tired of this guy. I'm really tired of Arteta, man. I just feel like he's had more than enough chance, more than enough. It's time to go now. I'd love to wake up tomorrow and he's sacked. I really would. I swear down, bro. I'd go get some extra beers because I'm tired of this, bro. Honestly, bro. Do you know what I mean? Probably take a shot with Gianni, take a shot with Natstar, and just say, yo, you know what I mean? Because I'm seeing other teams, bro. I'm just done with this guy. Maresca's not number one on my list, but I even rather Maresca than this guy. Because at least Maresca knows how to perform in a final. At least he knows how to get you to a final. Do you know what I mean? And at least he knows how to identify the weaknesses of his team, which is why he fell out with the Chelsea board. So, bro, just get this guy gone, bro. Just get this guy gone. I'm done with this guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with him. What are you saying, Lex, man?
Yo, what's good? You okay?
I'm good, man. What are you saying, man?
Oh, he's
Man's chilling.
I'm chilling, dog.
He's chilling. A bit before you jump in, I was gonna say, North. You know, I'd love to get into Arteta's head to understand his psychology and how he's mapped out in his head how he's going to win this Premier League. Because for me, like, he's got all the sample size, all the evidence for the last 6 years to know what works and what doesn't, right? He has everything on the table. It's like cooking a meal with the same recipe. You know what works, you know what doesn't work. You've used certain ingredients, it's come out bad. So he's actually got nothing to lose now. If he tries something different and people are saying, well, Arsenal look very direct or we're doing this, and we come up short, that's fair enough. But I think the most painful thing about this whole spectacle is that it looks familiar and predictable. And I think that's what most people have the concern with. And it's not like the few seasons gone by where he had injuries or suspensions or a small squad where you could say, okay, he's adapting. He's got all the options on the bench. Our bench could beat that Liverpool first team if you had a front foot manager. And that's the honest truth. Let's not beat about. Our bench was robust. It was strong. It was deep. We had options. But the problem again is this manager is he's not willing to come away from this psychological anxiety that he finds himself in. And you can see it in the team as well. Like, he's so anxious and so nervous. When Saliba's got the ball, he looks like a nervous wreck. No confidence, no ambition to get forward, petrified of losing the ball, scared. That's what you're seeing. And Liverpool are comfortable. So I just wanted to say quickly that Arteta's problem is he's too frightened to try something different.
Yep.
He doesn't want to fail. It's like I said before, it's like a boxer. He gets in the ring and scared of getting knocked out. You get knocked out because boxing is a hurting sport. It's a blood sport. And competing for the Premier League is a blood sport. I would have rather tried winning the game and lost. What's the point when you're trying to win the title? Fuck all. Honestly, look at it statistically. Points generally don't really mean a lot when you're trying to win the title. Slot understands it last year, and then even this season. When the game is evenly balanced, he tries to win it. He leaves a point, so what? But his manager is so petrified. He wants to cling on to that point for his dear life. And that's not you can't adopt this strategy for the remaining 18 games. It's just not going to work.
Mm-hmm. But this shows the manager's cognitive dissonance. Like, he still has his go-to guys. He still has his players that he trusts, tried, tested, and failed time after time after time again. And this manager ultimately is a coward. He is a coward, because when it really matters in the big games, it doesn't have to be against Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Villa now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Newcastle, we've always struggled with. Yeah, we beat them, at their gap this season. Cool. But at the same time, I've said this before, the crunch games during late March, April, and then going on to May,
that's when you get judged. We failed last season. We failed the season before that. We failed the season before that. We were in the Europa League a few times. We should have at least won one of them with this team because we've got a Europa League squad. And now we've been in the Champions League for a few years now, for a couple of years, whatever. This team is dying. And like you said, North, this manager has some nerve to storm off the pitch. And so did the players, by the way, along with the fans all around the stadium, looking apathetic as a motherfucker. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the time is nigh. The time is nigh, people. Why are we so negative? What's wrong? Come on, guys. I'll tell you what's wrong, Lex. These fans have been winging it, have been bullshitting for 6 years. And now reality is sunk in. Bro, look, they're in a sunken place, and they're starting to realise, oh, they're in danger now. No, we told you. We've been saying we've been in danger since he got through them doors at London Colney. It was never going to work. One trophy, 6 years, over £1 billion spent. Unacceptable. I'm not even saying it's not good enough. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. No other club in world football, forget European football, no other club in world football will put up with this garbage. Will deal with this crap. No chance. No chance. And for me, I've even said, North, you've even said, like, if he wins the league, yeah, I might give it. For me, it's Champions League or bust. And we're top at the moment, but you guys, Liverpool, were top of the Champions League last season. You got done in by PSG at the end. That can easily happen to us. Then what? It's just the league now. Yep. When this manager is not equipped to deal with pressure when he's been chucking League Cups and FA Cups in the bin like it's nobody's business, whereas now he needs them more than ever before. Kind of like Wenger. It's gone full circle. But it's too late now. It's too late. This manager will go at the end of the season because it's clear to see that he will not change. These players are not listening to him. The fans at the stadium are starting to question a lot of shit. They're not having it no more. And trust me, this keeps up, it's going to get worse. It's going to get a whole lot worse. And I'm not going to be here to say I told you so. I'll just sit back, smoke this, and I'll be like, cool. I don't know why you guys are worried. I'm pretty sure you're still going to win the league regardless.
No, I've been seeing with the league. I've been seeing with the league.
Light work, innit?
This guy, man. Talk serious, Lex, man.
The
Stop
whole
with the nonsense, man.
the league. Nah, bro. The league. The man them handing it to you, brother. This was City's opportunity to gain a new man, and they just bottled it. So it's fine. You guys are still in the league.
I've been seeing with
it's a good point, innit?
It's not when you're trying to. You went.
No, because whenever shit happened to me and I come on here, everybody fucking take advantage of me. So
before going through it, man.
No.
I feel you, man.
Fucking the other day. So yeah, man. It's not that. Don't want yourself. You came here for a point. Fair enough. It is what it is. Who that? But we were bad. Who came for a point? You did. Oh, what? Yeah. The team that actually went for the game and almost won it. But you guys couldn't take the chances. If you took your chances, you would have won the game. But you didn't. It is what
we
it
had
is.
no shot on target. We had no shot on target.
Going for the game is a bit of a stretch. He only really turned up in the second half. It just.
So I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean, like the first half, you were gonna. If we was actually
last I checked, brother, you were at 2 minutes.
Let's be real, bro. Neither team
against the shit Liverpool that had all of this bullshit. Everybody love talk.
Yeah, because my manager's shit.
Yeah, man. So man. The manager.
My manager's shit. Yeah, because my manager's
He's been shit.
Big up Arteta still in it.
The only difference is
congratulations on the league.
Huh?
Oh God, I can't wait. I just can't wait till me.
I won't say no. I won't say no. I won't say a word right now. Just wait. Just go and relax and wait, man. Just go and relax and wait. Just wait.
You better
all the
I got a manager. That's what you're hoping and waiting for.
Huh? What?
That's what you're hoping and waiting for, my friend. That we still.
Yeah, man. But well, yeah. I don't have to hope and pray. When you lose the league again, and then them hand them another contract renewal, and then Northside and Lee and everybody crashing out. I'll be there.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
No, that's
I'll be right there.
Nah, that's happening. That's happening. No.
Havertz getting a contract extension as well.
We need it.
So it's on the cards.
I mean, you guys
No
won't
way.
slot out.
No way.
You guys won't slot out. And I think, actually, when you look at the game today, you can see glimpses of why he won the league last season. When he says, that, fair enough, Liverpool didn't carry attacking potency, but they still maintained a decent amount of possession and tried to get forward with, a makeshift striker.
Hey, you know what I want? You know what I want more than anything else? You see that team in third place? You know what I want more than anything else in life? Is that team in third place? Is that team in third place? I want anything more. I wouldn't want anything more in life to see Aston Villa win the league. God.
If Aston Villa win the league, Arteta's definitely going. You do realize?
Oh, he has to go.
Need it.
There's no excuse. It's already.
I'll take the collateral damage because I'll take the collateral damage. Unai Emery winning the league. Oh my days! I need that. You have no idea, bro. Listen. It won't happen, unfortunately. But God, it would be so beautiful, picture perfect, Picasso.
That would be the worst thing.
I swear,
that's the most Arsenal thing.
It would have been so wonderful because give Dracula this fucking team now and him win the league easy this year. Easy winnings. Whether him played like a back five or defensive or whatever, you just know Emery would have just find a way. But big up Arteta still.
Man, saying Lex, you'd be making donations to Emery's transfer budget.
Oh, brother, if I had the money, I would.
Jamaican dollars.
Hey, brother, I swear down. Any striker, any midfielder, any defender, right back, left back. If you want a new bench, we'll buy you that. Just like how Arteta get a new bench, him get a new starting lineup, new goalkeeper every season. What the fuck? It's almost like, them man that renew them girls' shoes every birthday. Them get other presents, but you still get a brand new pair, like whatever name brand you like shoes. It's like that. This brother can get a striker or a left mid, a right mid. Them go out and them buy specific bench players. Them don't bother buy starting players to turn the starters into bench players. They buy bench players.
That's why I never understood the narrative behind Arteta not getting his players over like the sustained period of time when he's been at Arsenal. He's had the free reign to change the whole team every season.
Because look, the reason behind it is they don't realize that the shit players you see are his players. These are the guys he wants because they listen to him. Because only a dickhead listens to Arteta. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah,
he speaks in riddles a lot of the time in his press conferences. So
yeah,
I don't
brother.
trust a thing he says.
Just all of these new age managers, bro. I take Jose Mourinho right now just to have a balance.
Have you seen what he said?
Just
He
to
said
have
it's
a
small
balance.
margins. It's that no one had. It was apparently he said after the match. He said small margins.
Small margins, my ass, man.
Small margins.
This manager.
This guy is a fucking.
Slut says the same shit every week. I'm sick of this guy, and he won me a league.
He said in the presser,
By
like
the way,
not
that's
that
what
long
he said
ago,
after
he
the.
can't wait for his striker. That striker is Havertz. He's fit. He's starting. Even ahead of Jesus right now. He is starting.
That keeps on giving.
So the same habits that was costing you points last season. The same habits that was costing you points last season.
That's what I'm saying. He cost us 2 trophies.
Havertz never did that.
And Man United.
Oh, this manager makes no sense.
He wanted Sheshko. He wanted Sheshko. That's a project.
Lex says that listens to him
Hey, but look. You man see how a managerial change or tactic change can just get a striker to score goals? Wow. Because Sesko scored 2 goals yesterday. Why? Because Darren Fletcher of all people, said, hey, left foot on the left side, right foot on the right side. Sesko is in the box. Square it until he scores. And they squared it until he scored.
It's just common sense. It's common sense. You put left. Sorry, go on.
Brother, this manager does not have common sense. This manager doesn't have common sense. Bro, the year we blew the 8-point lead, Trossard was the false 9. All these fan bases swear up and down for Arsenal. All the fan base that are gulping and burping Arteta. The problem is, at the end of the day, is he is an inexperienced manager and doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. That's what it is at the end of the day. The year that we bottled the 8-point lead, when we got Trossard from Brighton, he was about to win 2 straight Premier League Player of the Months. What does he do? He rushed Jesus back, take him off. And look at how fast. That was when we went 1 win in 7 games and blew the lead. That's how we blew the 8-point lead. And that was the best way that we were playing. When we were talking about Arsenal playing good football, the front 3 was Trossard false 9, Saka out on the right, and Martinelli out on the left. But Martinelli and Saka were basically playing very similar to how we saw Real Madrid playing under Ancelotti with Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Vinicius Jr. It was more of a 4-4-2 diamond midfield with 2 strikers because their starting positions were off the 18-yard box, not touchline fucking wingers. He got more defensive and took away from the whole fucking team. That's why our offense has been getting worse over the last 2 years. Nothing's changing. Again, what striker do you know that has any type of a goal-scoring record like Gyökeres has had over 2 seasons, goes to another team and completely fucks off?
That's what I'm saying.
The only one is when he went to Barca.
It's as simple as this.
That's it.
It's as simple as this, blood, yeah? It's as simple as this, yeah? If you have a striker like that and
you feed him. You feed him.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yo, okay, he doesn't have a first touch, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. What does he have? All he can score is tap-ins. Then pass the ball to his feet every time. Like, just get it down the wing. Look at today. Saka was just beating Kirkis and them man for fun.
Yeah.
Just fizz it. Just fizz it. Just keep doing it. Repetitive. Just do it. High, low, mix up the crossing, in swinger, out swinger, all of these things. A million things. Whatever to get Gyökeres scoring. But the whole...
I wanted to... Sorry, go on.
The whole setup and the formation of the team just isn't set up to try and make him, you get me, like successful. And then if it was a case where look at the season when we got Darwin Núñez and we somewhat tailored the system towards him, or it probably just fit him because he liked to run. He missed a bunch of chances, so we could blame him.
Well, to be honest, at this juncture, I'll take Darwin Núñez over Gyökeres if I'm being
At least you can defend and go back
and
create chances.
The way that we play, right? The way that we play does not suit Victor Gyökeres. Like,
it doesn't.
What the manager is doing is killing him right now. He is starving him deliberately. It's done by design. Yeah, Gyökeres is an over-the-top, ball into the box, old-fashioned, new-age striker.
Exactly.
That's all he is. You didn't buy him to link up play. He doesn't have the first touch. He's not a dribbler. He's none of that. That's and even then, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not all that. But if you play to a striker's strengths, guess what? You get the results. You get the goals. Erling Haaland, Pep Guardiola could have got a Sesko and kept playing the way that he was playing, innit? Put him up front, play the false 9, link up, play whatever. But he went with Haaland. Guess what he done? He tweaked his system. He tweaked what he was doing and added that little extra, like that little bit of space. Do you know what I'm saying? To his play, to his team, right? And Erling Haaland scoring mad goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially that 22-23 season, right, that you brought up, Johnny. Remember when we played Liverpool at Anfield, right? He started fucking Zinchenko, innit? when we had Kieran Tierney.
Should have put on
Ever
Tierney.
since we had Kieran Tierney at this football club, he's been trying to get player after player to fulfill that left back position, and none has been better than Kieran Tierney. That is a fact. That is a fact. On the other side, it's fine. Ben White, as soon as he ran him into the ground, we got timber. And even he's very close to that point. Kieran Tierney, if he'd have started Kieran Tierney, we would have won shit.
Yeah,
and few teams here and there.
Yeah. But funny enough,
this manager, again, when common sense is not common, things go out the window. Shit goes haywire. The system crashes. Arteta's system has already crashed. And it's going to blow up in his face. That's the reality.
I was going to add on to your point.
Right now. It's not going to get any better, guys. It's not going to get any better. He wants Havertz more than anything in the world. Probably more than at this point. That's how bad he wants Havertz up front, playing that U-shaped bollocks football, right? And that's going to be the end of it. That's going to be the end of it. Whether Villa wins the league or not, it will most likely be City. We know this. But my thing has been, especially recent times, I've said this already, Andrea Berta, you got to pull the plug. It's done. It's done. You can't let this carry on. Because if this carries on, it's only going to get worse. Because we've spent so much money.
It can get worse, man.
Get rid of players as well on top of that. We've got to get rid of players on top of that. And we've got to start again in a way.
Wait till it get worse first, and then...
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it'll get worse. I don't think it'll get worse. The thing with Arsenal, Arteta's cautious football is not going to be bad enough to go on the sort of run that Liverpool had, right? But it's not going to be good enough to have the sort of run you had last season when you won the league. The spectrum is very close. It's very conservative. So we're not going to go on a losing run 4 or 5 games like Liverpool did, because he's a defensive manager, very cautious. So he's not going to get bad enough for the owners to say, right, you've had it, get out of the club. But he's not going to be good enough to get over the line. So we're stuck between the proverbial rock and a hard place, unfortunately.
Bro, I think you man are fine, blood. It's, you know what I mean?
But what define fine? What do you mean by fine?
Be optimistic, blood.
Taking the piss. Nah, the thing is though, like, I think it really depends on how Arteta keeps on running these players to the ground. It's like, especially Declan Rice. Declan Rice has been playing a lot of games. Like, I think he played over 50 games last season, if I'm not mistaken. So with his role, like, I'm just gonna get into something a bit deeper now, like a different spectrum, tactical and all that stuff. Declan Rice started as a centre back in West Ham. Yeah, now he got converted into a DM under Moyes, and now he's like obviously a box like box crash or whatever you call it now, and an advanced 8 or whatever it is. He's doing so much work to get up and down the pitch. It's gonna take a toll on him. He played a game against Chelsea with a broken toe. I don't forget about that, by the way. Arteta made him play a game like when he had a broken toe injury. And so with these players, like Timber, for example, Timber last season actually had an interview or something, like there was a Dutch media page talking about how he was feeling last season.
He couldn't walk during the PSG game. He got forced back on. Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
isn't anything, bro. Look at Ben White. Center back in a 3, moved him to right back. It's rinse and repeat. It's the same shit.
Yeah,
the problem is,
sorry, go on.
the bigger problem is this: is when it comes to accountability. Let's look at it from this angle, which is why this is all bullshit with what he's doing. Every club, if you go across Europe, that has spent $1 billion on a team, has a massive trophy haul behind them.
Exactly.
Not spending $1 billion and a bunch of what if, buts, and maybes. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. That's the bigger problem here.
How you know she doing? How you know? You check?
That's a twist. That's the ultimate twist.
I don't know. I don't know what my grandma has, blood. You know what I mean?
Madness, man.
But at the end of the day, that's the problem here. We can't keep doing the same shit over and over again, which is what he's doing, and it's the definition of insanity. First of all, at this point, I got to disagree. I don't think it matters what left back he has. Why the fuck is the left back lining up next to the striker?
That's what I'm saying. In fact, I was gonna add on to that as well. Last season, I remember this happened. Yeah, I was losing my mind when I saw it. I saw Declan Rice, yeah, playing second striker with Havertz in a 4-4-2. Who the fuck does that? I'm sorry, what? Like, I kind of understand if Ødegaard's doing it, he presses in it, and like he's more of like a central player that can sort of play in the 10, but he's not really a 10. Out of all players, why would it be Rice? That makes no sense. That's some nonsense. He's a DM.
Do you know what it is, man? Like, I've said this to you before, Johnny, as well. Like, what Arteta is kind of doing with this 4-3-3 defensive, he's trying to do what Sarri did, but 10 times worse. Zubimendi is basically like our Jorginho, even though we had Jorginho. Do you know what I'm saying? But when we have the likes of Ødegaard as example, receiving the ball on the edge of our box in our own half, that's like quarterback. He's obsessed with this kind of like deep line playing, whatever the fuck it is, yeah? Quarterback. And then, you know, the amount of touches that he has on the ball, dithering FC and all of that. And then when there's so many opportunities, I saw a stream that Matty did, big up Matty, Southern Gooner, by the way, where Gyökeres was making a run. I think it was against Brighton or something like that, but there's been other games where he could have played that ball just like that, through the lines. It was already there, on his way, on his bike, and he didn't do it. If that's Ebery Eze, even if it's Mesut fucking Ozil, he makes that pass.
He plays that. I was going to say West Ham. Remember the West Ham game?
Hey, yo, why you say even if it's Mesut Ozil? Like, what one? That sounds like a bit disrespectful, innit? One's like, even Mesut Ozil would have made that pass. Like,
Well, let's
come
be
on.
real, Lex. Mesut Ozil, great player, but mad frustrating. Frustrating. We've seen him, Lex, week in, week out. Yeah? Mad frustrating. Look, Ødegaard is 10 times worse. 10 times worse. He'll never be the player that even Ozil was. I'm going to be real. But at the same time, like, Ødegaard is the epitome of a modern footballer. High wages, you know, nice boy, pretty boy, all that bollocks. Do you know what I'm saying? But when it matters, folds. Absolutely folds like a deck of cards, right?
Yeah.
Not a number 10. More so a number 8. You could play him number 6, but even then, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that he's our club captain tells me all that I need to know.
It's a joke.
Tells me all I need to know.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the thing is, was like for that position, you need to be a bit streetwise playing that position. Even Bruno Fernandes, I have a lot of time for him because he is able to take the game by the scruff of the neck and drag Man United forward. I don't see that from Ødegaard.
Drag them straight to fucking 15. Blood.
Yeah, fair enough. But look, he's one of the. He's a player that you can see. Actually, I can see what this guy is offering. What seems like a dead team. With Ødegaard, there's a lack of streetwiseness. He's a good footballer, right? Decent footballer, but he should not be the jewel in the crown in a team like ours who's trying to win the league. So, and that's always going to be a problem for Arteta because that's his default mode. Ødegaard comes back from injury. He's played far too many games, and you can see he already looks exhausted. So that blueprint is never, ever going to win the league. I'm convinced of it, right? That limits what we can achieve this season. So the manager is not showing any signs of deviating from it, and we're stuck with it. And then you got Jesus, you got these other players, Havertz will probably come back. So like I said before, it's not so much as the fans are looking at this and think, oh, it's just the familiarity of it. And you can see there's an inevitability that if we carry on playing like this, there's no way in hell we're going to win this league. No way in hell. We're not going to be bad enough to fall out of the top 3 because of the cautious football that the manager plays. But we're never going to be good enough with this philosophy to win the Premier League. And that's what makes it so difficult to take. The lack of hope that you know that this manager is not going to change his ways, change his philosophy significantly enough to push us over. I want to see more risk. I would have preferred to have lost 5-4 to Liverpool today. That would be different.
Yeah,
right? Let's go and lose 5-4.
At least went out with a fight.
Yeah, but you know the game is going to drift into some weird game of football, 0-0 or 0-1 to a sucker punch. It's the same old familiar feel to it. And that's going to carry on for the rest of the season. But I know, like some people said on the panel, Arteta, when he gets really desperate, and he hasn't got his options, you start to see some different tactics. And I'm not praying for. I'm obviously. I'd love having a full squad. I actually think him having a full squad counts against him, because no matter the size of the squad now, we now see that he's not willing to change anything. So actually, why not give him a small squad where he's able to, do some magic? But when it's all said and done, you have the biggest squad in Europe, the deepest, most versatile, 2 players in each position, options everywhere, and you're not using it. And that's the problem.
The thing is, right, Arteta is like this director who picks a supporting actor as a main actor when he ain't a main actor.
Facts.
That's Arteta with Ødegaard. Ødegaard is a side man. He ain't a main man. He's never been the main man. Even at Sociedad, he weren't the main man. If anything, it was more Isak when he was there. Even Zubimendi to a degree. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Ødegaard has always been that guy that's just there. He'll contribute a little bit, show a few flashes of brilliance, and that's about it. And that's at his best. That's at his best. We saw that in 22-23. I'm going to be real. The most important goal that Martin Ødegaard has scored is probably that one he slapped in against Tottenham at their ground in the 20.
Yeah, the long shot.
Yeah. That's his best goal. That's his best game.
But I was going to say,
and that's it. And yeah, no worries, bro. Like, for me, like, it's like I'm banging my head against a brick wall each and every single time. But this manager refuses to make any remote changes. He talks all this shit, 72 formations, I've got this, I've got that, blah, 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 blah. Just let's just cut the bullshit, okay? Let's just cut the crap, right? Your mouth has got you to this position and a hell of a lot of luck, a lot of jam. You'll be getting a lot of jam. But when the jam is empty, you're done. That's the bottom line. And the jam is running low. It's getting close to empty. And then we'll see Wagwan. Do you know what I'm saying? Because all these injuries, all of these lackluster performances, and what do we get? Whether you want the manager here or not, or you're somewhere in the middle, slightly either side, it doesn't matter. I want this football club to win, to succeed. But under this manager and the previous regime, for damn sure, it wasn't happening. It's not happening. So that's why I say, for me, at this point now, I refuse to play this whole, we just need to get this manager out. I'm looking at Burton now. I'm going to be real. I'm going to keep this all the way. James Brown, ain't it funky in this bitch right now? Do you know what I'm saying? Right? Andrea Berta, you need to pull the plug, mate. You got to cut ties. It's done. Because we can have AirPod Albert and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Even with this team in the red zone and all of that, we'll be fine. Because these players have had enough of listening to this bum-ass manager having the same kind of press conferences, team talks, pre-game, at half-time, at the end of the game. They're tired of hearing the same voice. Do you know what I'm saying? Jose only lasted 2-3 years.
I don't know if they're tired of hearing the same voice. I can't lie to you.
Taxing on the players. It gets
I don't agree with that. Because if they're tired of it, why are they signing new contracts? If they're tired of it, why Trossard and Martinelli pushing for a move and we're trying to get rid of them in the summer? I don't think that they are. I think the majority of them are happy. I think a lot of them are comfortable. I question them when they sign a new contract because I'm like, yo, some of you guys, like our centre backs, you could have just said, you know what? Well, I'll wait it out. I don't have to sign a new contract. Can't force me to sign a new contract. I'll wait it out. Instead, they're signing new contracts. So I can't lie. I haven't seen anything from these players showing me that they're not happy. I'm seeing press conference. I'm seeing interviews in it. I don't know why this club loves an interview, bro. They might as well just do the Ellen DeGeneres right now. You know what I'm saying? Just run a run an Oprah show around here because they love an interview. I saw it. What was it? I think it was Moreno and someone else talking about tactically what we do and this and that. No one cares. Bro.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that as well. It's a whole lot of baloney, man.
No one cares, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you're back, it's like you know them man that say, "Yo, I'm tired of my girl," but they're always together. Well, you ain't tired of her because you never dropped her. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't tired of her. You're just talking, waffling. You had a bad night. You know what I'm saying? She probably didn't give you the box. You're a bit upset. She'll give it to you in a couple of next days. You know what I mean? When she sees that you're pulling back, and then you'll be back on it. Oh, we love each other. I've seen this all the time. If you're unhappy, then you do something about it. These players ain't doing nothing about it. The young G's, I kind of get it because they're young, like Skelly and them man there, Diamond and them man. They still got plenty of time to go elsewhere, even though I still think it was the wrong move. But when I'm seeing Saka's going to get a new contract, when I'm seeing flipping Gabriel Saliba sign a new contract, why? Why? If you're sick of this, Saliba had the best reason to be like, yo, Real Madrid is saying, yo, run your contract down, we'll come get you. Instead, I'll sign your contract to Arsenal, put my valuation up around, I don't know, 70, 80 million, whatever you want to price him at, whatever the case may be. And then you make it harder for you to get a move. Because now the buying club have to put down a massive fee to get you away from Arsenal. You're not unhappy, you're happy. You're happy. At the minimum, you're believing in this manager. So I haven't seen anything from these players to show that they're not happy in it. There's been frustration at times. I've seen Declan Rice be frustrated at times. But he's still under contract. I think he's still got like 3 years in his contract. We'll see if he signs his next one. We'll see what mentality he has. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't see no one here. I see everyone comfortable. That's what Arsenal been for 21 years. Comfortability. Everybody comfortable. You get a good wage here. You earn well. The company, Arsenal as a company, because that's what it is. These men don't care about Arsenal as a football, as a company. They'll look after you. There's no pressure. We'll put El Nene on the mural. That's done fuck all for us. We'll put you on the mural. You get gassed into another stratosphere. We'll start. I remember the start of this youth project. People were putting Ødegaard, Emil Smith Rowe, Martinelli, and Saka, and Nketiah and all that, and putting them up against the Invincibles, putting them in the Invincibles kit. I saw it, bro.
That's out of order, man. Out of order. Because funny that you say that. I remember on YouTube I watched like there was a whole video like going back to the 03-04 season with us playing at Highbury against Newcastle. I remember I stumbled across it, and I remember the lineup. It was like Lauren at right back. It had I think Campbell was out injured, or was he playing? I can't remember, but we had Bergkamp out, so Wiltord had to start. There was a lot of these like players, you know, like Edu had to come in for Vieira because he got injured, and I think what you called it. Who else came on? I think Gilberto Silva played as well. So like, I do like educate myself on the club, and I like the fact that I have an opportunity to do that. But it's just sad that obviously now it's fashionable to kind of be arrogant and ignorant to the past and what made us great, and so. It's tough, man. It's tough for you guys as well, especially being older fans in it, because you've been waiting for ages, man.
Here's the thing, right? North, I get what you're saying, and I hear it, but my ultimate point is that yes, they are comfortable, but at the same time, bro, this isn't sustainable. Like, yeah, they could stay for a year or two longer, be part of the PR machine, you know, that Arsenal. Like fraudulent corporation, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, these players aren't going to be here forever. Just like this manager. We've got a different structure. We'll see how it goes. But at the same time, right, on top of that, it's just so frustrating, man. It's just so frustrating, like, just we're that close, and yet we're so far at the same time. That's the thing that bothers me. Whether you know you rate the manager or not, whether you rate some of these players, you think they're rubbish or you think they're the dogs, but whatever the case may be, whether you rate them to the higher heavens, like for me, nothing. Basically, let me put it like this: no one can disagree that this is not sustainable. Ultimately, that's what I'm saying. This is not sustainable. So yes, they are. Of course, I would be comfortable. earning 150, not even 150, like 150k a week. I'll take that right now. No shit. Of course I would. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, the whole Wenger in, Wenger out. We remember them days. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, we wanted it to end if you were, you know, Wenger out. But if you were Wenger in, you wanted it to continue forever. But at the same time, it ended. My thing is, how long is this going to last? How long is this whole charade going to last? Because for me, I don't think it's going to last that much longer. Unless Burton's like, well, we were top and this, that, and the third, players on high wages. It's difficult to get rid of certain players, you know, unless it's like the players that are on slightly lower wages and that want to leave, you know, like Ethan and all of that, etc. And then we just take it from there, bit by bit, the whole PSR thing, and then we'll go at it again another year and see how it goes. Like, unless he does that, then yeah, this shit will continue. But to be honest, I'm not convinced. Do you know what I'm saying? I can be proven wrong. I can hold my hands up. I've got no qualms about that. Each and every single day, any given Sunday. But for me, brother, like, the ultimate message that I want to put out here is that this is unsustainable and this is untenable. Yeah. When a system crashes and it goes haywire, there's no repairing it. It's not like your computer broke down. It doesn't turn on. You go to the shop, you go to Apple Store, whatever. Yeah. And you're like, well, I've got this problem. It's not turning on. There might be a few other things. Can you help me fix it? Or can you fix it for me? Either way. And they're just like, yeah, no problem. And then it's fixed. You pay the fee, whatever the case may be. Done. This isn't the case. We've got major problems. This is like open heart and brain surgery at the same time. This is like catastrophic. But most people don't see it. Most Arsenal fans don't see this. So until I'm proven wrong, like, it is what it is. It will continue.
Yeah, I think the internet's protecting him. I think the internet's protecting him as much as his fan base. I think the internet's protecting this manager. Like, a major part of the PR these days is the internet, the perception online to a lot of the fans from around the world. And until that changes, it's going to continue. I've only ever seen this fan base really push a manager out when we're not getting Champions League. I reckon he'll stay here even if he doesn't win this season, unfortunately. Man, I already know I don't want him here, but I think he'll stay because I feel like they'll kind of look at him and be like, well, we're still getting Champions League. I haven't seen this ownership push for anything more than Champions League. I've seen them have a level of comfortability getting Champions League. This fan base is damn sure happy with Champions League. Yeah, I mean, that's their comfortability. So until we get out of our comfortability, then I don't think nothing's gonna change. Big up to T.Guna. Sorry for reading your super chat so late. Big up though. Thoughts on his legacy if we don't win this year? Ultimately, it's been a failure. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it's been a failure. There's managers that have had less time, and you look back and you still said it's been successful, but it could have been better. And just had a successful tenure at Spurs. They don't win nothing.
You know what?
Now, talk about league position, but at the end of the day, they don't win no trophy. And even when they did all this parading for Poch, at the end of it, you look at Poch and you say, yo, you're at Spurs, cool. That's not a club that's synonymous with winning trophies, but there's nothing to show for it. And yeah, you can say league position, but there's a trophy there. Slot at Liverpool is still a more if he leaves this season, let's say Slot gets fired this season, he leaves this season, whatever. It's still a more successful tenure at that club than Arteta is at my club, because he's got something to show for that. You may not like the way it ends, you may not like what he's doing this season, but it's still a more successful tenure at the club. Maresca at Chelsea, still a more successful tenure than Arteta. Ten Hag at Man United. Well, the only thing Arsenal fans will turn around and tell me, yeah, but league position. I don't get a trophy for that. There is no trophy for that. So when you look at a manager, you look at what he brought to the team. Yeah, of course, every manager's got faults. Yeah, Lex is going to stand there and point out loads of things that Slot's getting wrong, and we can see what he's getting wrong. Ultimately, when it goes up against my manager's legacy, it is better. There's a Premier League to show for it. and less time and less money spent. So at the end of the day, the most successful? No. The most successful Lex has seen? No. But it's more successful than Arteta, because ultimately we talk about trophies. Even Wenger, people overgas Wenger. And the reason I feel like they overgas Wenger, because loads of FA Cups and 3 league titles, in 20 years, that's not good enough for me. With the longevity of the time at the club, still not good enough for me. If you put that up against Fergie, it's shit. You put it up against any other managers who had been long, winning multiple league trophies, it's not good. There's no European trophy there. Yes, it's successful because there's trophies, but there's levels to this. There's levels to this. And ultimately, Wenger's last 10 years just wasn't good enough. So that 10-year stretch dilutes it. Had he had 10 years, 3 league titles, couple FA Cups, it starts looking a lot more successful. Yeah, I mean, Klopp's era at Liverpool. Prem, champs, trophies, Carabaos, FA Cups. Short amount of time, it looks more successful with the amount of time. So I don't know, man. That's how I look on it, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say one thing as well. With Arteta, when you have such high regard in the media and a lot of the fan base, it comes with high standards. You got to live up to that. And I think he has not lived up to that at all, one bit. You know, I think having this much time invested in the money and just all of this like madness, love fest going on for him, it hasn't warranted any sort of kind of respect for him in terms of winning stuff along the way. He's dashed away too many trophies. And it's really disappointing knowing that the fan base were okay with that. And it's like, it's rough, man. It's rough being an Arsenal fan at this point. Even if we're in this position to go and get titles, we're this close to being good. Like, all we have to do is make tweaks to the system. Like, have a balance between 22-23 season football, having a plan A, and then plan B is 23-24, when you have good defense and you're more pragmatic and you win those sort of games that are hard to win. Like, that's all you got to do, man. Like, trust your players. Trust your attackers to attack instead of dropping back to defend like a win back. It don't make no sense. That's not their role.
Zeph, you're 19, innit? You're 19, yeah? You said you're 19.
Yeah, 19 years of age. Never seen a league title.
I want to ask you a question. Obviously, you're younger than us three. When you got your friends, obviously they probably support all types of clubs. Your friends that support Arsenal, how do they speak of the club? What's the expectation? How do they speak about the club? People around your age group.
Well, I think commonly they just want the Premier League and the UCL. They're quite like positive. Like, I wouldn't say toxic positive, because toxic positive, I've been around toxic positive people in it, but they're not toxic positive. They're just like they rate Arteta in it. You know, they give excuses, they blame referees and stuff like that. That's kind of their mentality. I know a few that do have sort of a similar wavelength to how we speak in it, but yeah, it's just mostly positive fans, to be honest.
So basically, bottom line, it's like they want the majors, but it's like they kind of want Arteta to get over the line, but they're not taking it to the extreme.
Yeah,
kind of deal. Yeah. I get it. To be honest, what you said earlier, North, as well, it kind of for me anyway. Like, look, I'm aware of how this club operates, but at the same time, right, things will only really change once it goes from, oh, I want to win the Prem and the Champions League, but I think we can give this manager a year or two. We're so close, you know, blah, 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 blah. Once it goes from that, so it doesn't even have to be from North's perspective, my perspective. I think I've said this to you, Harv, probably, like, if more fans were like you at this point in time, I don't think this manager would be getting as easy of a ride as he has been, and there'd be a lot more question marks. Maybe he would tweak some things before it happening. So going from being a reactionary manager to being at least a little bit more proactive. Who knows? But for me, the way I see it, the only real shift will happen when it's like this manager, you know, he's had the time, he's had the money, he's had pretty much all the players he's wanted up to this point, other than maybe this season when he didn't want certain players. We all know who they are. But I think you know, my thing is, and I want to put this to all you guys and also like the chat as well, like with Andrea Berta being here for a year now, pretty much, like what has he really been doing for the past year? Because in a way I back Berta, but at the same time, I'm not one of those where I'm going to give him a bly just because I want this manager out or just because any other reason. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I like him or whatever. Like, no one escapes accountability at this football club. So my question is to you guys is like, what is Andrea Berta been doing all this time, number one? And number two, from now till the end of the season and going forward, what do you see him doing? And also kind of what do you expect him to do to help us get over the line with or without this manager? If you kind of, maybe I didn't articulate as well, but if you kind of understand what I'm saying, like, you know, that's kind of, you know, what I'm putting out there. Do you know what I mean?
I think what it comes down to is that with Berta, I can respect him in terms of the players that we've got, like Gyökeres, like Eze, you know, attracting these players, right? But the long-term benefit of that is we have to get somebody that utilizes the players properly. We can't just throw all these players in the team, you know what I'm saying, and then just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. That's not how we should do things. We need to find a manager. Yeah, sack this one. Find a proper manager. Like apparently Luis Enrique is available. I don't know how truthful it is. He hasn't accepted a new contract deal at PSG, but I'll be looking to that if Arteta, you know, isn't winning anything by the end of the season. And I'll hold Berta accountable if he doesn't put that pressure on Arteta to you know, win stuff and treats the squad as seriously as possible, because like we're on thin ice with these players like Declan Rice, Timber, Gabriel, and so on and so forth. So for me, I think Berta, I can respect him to a certain degree because he has a lot of like credit in the bank with Atletico Madrid being the sporting director there. But obviously here in it, it's different because the standard of winning in Spain is different to how it is in England. In England, like the overall standards are quite low compared to Spain. Spain, like they're on your case. Real Madrid fans are on your case. Here, it's very more relaxed. You get a lot of excuses. So for me, I want to hold Berta to an account like I do with Arteta. Obviously, it's different because he has more experience and he's got more credit in the bank than Arteta as somebody who's in this sport, in this role. But again, that's where I kind of like draw the line, I think, with how I see these things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, look, I think for me, I look at this with a different perspective. I might actually get some feedback. I don't know if it's me or I don't see this whole organizational better pressure in Arteta or whatever used to happen with Wenger and Gazidis. You remember when we had Evan Gazidis and people used to say, oh, Gazidis is trying to get Wenger out. I don't believe in all these machinations about who's working against who. They're both employees of the club. And Arteta's job is not actually a coach. He's a manager. So he enjoys a lot of freedom and authority in terms of, I don't believe that Arteta doesn't like a player, we'd actually go and acquire him. What Berta has done, he's actually given Arteta the best possible squad we've got in the Emirates era, right? He's got everything covered to the extent that he's got Nkapie, who is a Bundesliga winner, on loan. That's very difficult to negotiate. So he's a very strong negotiator. Ultimately, the buck stops with Arteta. And I don't want to take it away from him. I don't want to start holding people in the background accountable for our footballing failures. Because ultimately, that's Arteta's responsibility. He sets the philosophy, he picks the team, he chooses the tactics, and he gets the result. And if he's not getting it, the buck stops with him. So I'm not trying to divert that attention away from him to say, oh, maybe Berta is not doing his job properly, etc. Arteta is the most protected man in football. He enjoys privileges that no other elite manager does in world football. And like I said, this is somebody who I actually have some affinity for the guy for some of the things that he's done at the club. But I'm also willing to accept that he's not elite, because elite managers are who get you over the line, right? So ultimately, the backstops. He hasn't got a problem of, say, like an Amorim, who went and faced a director of football who asked him to change his tactics and say, you're playing 3 at the back. Why don't you go 4 at the back? Arteta hasn't got that problem because he's got a lot more privileges. He's got a lot more freedom to operate. So at the end of the season, for the last 6 years, the reason why I've been patient with this guy is that I can see justification why he failed. In 22-23, that City team was very strong, right? So even though you could argue he bottled it, there were still elements where you can think, okay, we came up against a very strong team and we failed. 23-24, we went on a good run. He failed again. And there's a point in time when you have to admit that the opposition was better than you, right? But this season is the culmination of all that patience, all that building. Everybody can see that this manager now has zero excuses because all those problems he encountered in the past have all been addressed, right? So if he fails to get, and you mentioned the Champions League as well, I'd hate to go into a Champions League final knowing that I've lost the Premier League, because the Champions League is the last trophy of the season. That gets played last. If we end up in that final, can you imagine we have zero chance of winning the Premier League because maybe City have won it, and we're hanging it all on a Champions League final? I think that would be a very, very dodgy kind of situation to be in, because this squad is built for this. This squad is built to go and win the league, and if we fail to do it, chances of us playing a cup final and winning it are very slim, right? So you just look at how that scenario is going to play out. So ultimately, Arteta, the buck stops with him. He's got everything now. Even somebody who backed him, I can't see any justification why he's failing this season. This is the culmination of 6 years of squad building, patience, all the resources. He's now got a top director of football, whatever you want to call Berta, who knows how to move in the footballing business and has given him everything he needs. So if he fails at the end of the season, he should gracefully buy out and move on. That's it. And I think also the flip side to this is success and glory brings a bit of narcissism. And it worries me that if Arteta succeeds, that this arrogance and narcissism is only going to get worse. And even if he's not able to build in the success, we're going to see another 4 or 5 years of this guy. And that worries me. Ultimately, the football that we're seeing is not good enough to compensate for the results. This football is hard to watch. It's depressing. My head, after watching this game, I had to go for a run. My head was fucking hurting watching this football. Honestly. Like I had to go and shed some these chemicals that I built in my body watching this disgusting football. And ultimately, football is an entertainment sport. As much as we want to win trophies, we want to enjoy watching our team. I haven't enjoyed watching us for months. And this is depressing. So if this is what this manager is going to serve, he might as well leave because he's not winning anything, right? And the football is not pretty. So what are we actually getting as compensation? Nothing. So it's all going to end this season. I know people say, "Oh, sack him," etc. We know the reality is they're not going to sack him. But at the end of the season, if he doesn't win the Premier League because he's got all the tools to do it, and if he fails to do that, then I think he should be moved on. I don't care about Berta. Berta is just an employee of the club. I don't think he has any authority over Arteta or has any responsibility for his performance. The owners need to do the honourable thing and move Arteta on. That's their job.
I agree. Yeah.
North, what are you saying about the whole Berta thing and where we're at right now? You know, what's he doing? Kind of deal in terms of you know, is he going to pull the plug? Yes, we know he's an employee of the club, of course, but is he going to have any real hand in moving Arteta on Gazidis kind of did, along with Josh Kroenke at the time when Wenger was done?
I agree with Harfolly. I don't think it's in his hands whether Arteta stays or goes, but I also think he's done enough to push the club in that direction by the players that he's brought in. Like, even if he doesn't buy anyone this January, even if we don't get anyone, I still think he's been able to get players over the line where everyone's solely looking at the manager, and I think that's been his job. To make sure that we're in a good position. Is it a perfect squad? No, but is there a squad good enough to win trophies? And especially where we are in the Carabao, we should at least be winning that. Obviously, that's still not enough to keep the manager, but the team squad, the squad itself is still good enough. Even though I think in certain areas, I think we've gotten weaker. I think Zubimendi's made us weaker than stronger when we've got rid of Partey. I don't think we've strengthened in that department. But Rice has kept developing and got better and better, has kind of made up for that a little bit. But yeah, I just don't. It's the Cronkies, bro. I'm looking at the Cronkies. Everybody here is employed under the Cronkies. That's who I look at, because that's ultimately who dictate what goes on with the club. Every single aspect, contracts, who's in what role, who stays, who goes, and what's acceptable. It's all from the ownership, and I think this ownership and this fan base, I think they go hand in hand. I think they don't want to do everything it takes to get over the line. I will say though, they have fully backed Arteta's vision. They have fully invested in this guy, and even though I don't think it was the right choice, this manager could never leave Arsenal and say a bad word. You have been given, I agree with Harfolly, I think he's been given everything. Like, literally, like, what else would he want? Time, money, power over who comes, who goes. He's had a say and control over everything, almost to the point where it's weird, because when Wenger got very defensive and said, what's a sporting director? What's that? What's a sporting director? Because the club was actually moving away from Wenger controlling everything. I feel like we got that with Arteta. This guy seems to control everything here, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's like was moving away from that with Wenger. But I don't think he liked the fact that Berta came in and there was another opinion that held weight, that maybe wanted to do things a bit different. But at the same time, I've not seen this club sack a manager when they're still getting top four. So I've only seen him sack a manager when they're not getting top four. Unai and Wenger. That's when the plug was pulled under this ownership. So hopefully they can show me something different, and they are ambitious. And just because you got top four doesn't mean your job is safe. You still need to get over the line. Unless they do that, then I'm going to assume that they've not changed and that they're going to, stay with this manager. Like I always point back to last season when his contract's running down and they renewed it. That to me just stank of, you're just content. Okay, we'll just give you a new contract. Season ain't even over, we're just giving you new contract. So I don't trust the Cronkies. They've not given me anything to trust. They've trusted this manager. I don't trust this manager. Cool, they can trust the process. Sometimes fans get it wrong. You know what I mean? Sometimes fans do get it wrong. I remember when Arsene came to Arsenal, and it's Arsene who? So, a lot of fans didn't believe in Wenger. But then the club were right to be behind Wenger, and David Dean to believe in Wenger, but it was backed by trophies. So this fan base go on like you have to support a manager. Wenger wasn't supported universally as soon as he came to the club. So a manager has to prove himself. Fergie was about to lose his job until he won a cup. And a lot of Man United fans at the time wanted him out. And then look at the dynasty that he made there. So when people tell me I have to believe in something, I don't have to believe in something. It's for the manager to prove me wrong, not for me to blindly be backing the manager. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying, I got it wrong. I'm not too prideful to say I got it wrong, but like I said, I think this is a good ownership in terms of spending money when they believe in a manager. I'll give them that credit. They've fully backed this whole thing. But what I don't like about them is also that blind loyalty comes to a default. because there have been numerous times where this manager should have been sacked and they never pulled the plug. So it's like, okay, when you don't like a manager like Unai, you pull the plug quick. But when you do, you just keep going on and on and on and on and on with the manager. It's like, where's the expectation? Where's the, where's the requirement? I think, I don't know. It's like, as soon as they like you, they'll just keep you in the job. As long as you can keep the fan base quiet. Because that's what Arteta's been able to do. For the most part, he's kept the fan base quiet. And as long as he keeps the fan base quiet, I think they'll keep him because he's a shield. A lot of the fans love him. If you're intent like Levy at Spurs, a lot of times he just wanted someone that was be the shield man, and he's able to rack in the dollars, and everything just keeps ticking. As soon as the heat starts going on to him, then the manager gets to chop. That's not ambition. You know what I mean? That's just running a football club like a company.
So basically, North, what you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, is that basically Bert has been brought here to help Arteta, and that's basically it. Like, there's, at this moment in time anyway, for the last year, there's been no signs of him, like, he'll make it, he's clearly made it difficult. I see there's like definitely a power struggle between Arteta and Bert. But from at least the owner's point of view, they still want Arteta for now, but they want both of them to work hand in hand to make this kind of project like work, like get it over the line, rather than just like Berta, just making it difficult and then eventually kind of pushing him out kind of deal. Do you see what I mean? Ultimately, yeah.
Yeah, man. I just think they're doing enough to get this guy gone. I do think to a degree them getting Berta does show a level of ambition, because obviously they got him from, what was it, Atletico, where he's actually helped them win league titles. So I will give them praise on that as well. I do think that was definitely a massive upgrade on Edu, and I think it's shown when he's come. So I will give them props on that as well. I think that was a good move by the club. The set piece coach is a good move by the club. But all of these things have to combine with consistently that drive to consistently want to be the best and not just be getting Champions League revenue, in my opinion. There's a couple of super chats. I'm going to get through them quickly. John, big up to you, bro. But love for the super chat. Fair play if we win the league, but I grew up on Wenger ball, and I'm sorry to say this, but this football is making me fall out of love with the club. You know what? I agree with everything you just said. I think we all feel like that. I definitely can speak for myself and say I felt like that, because 100% was a big reason why I chose Arsenal over Man United. Not only the trophies, but also the way that we were playing football. Arsenal, we've lost our identity. We've actually really lost our identity. So I agree with that.
I was going to say that as well. Our identity is so far from what it was back in the Wenger days, like the early Wenger days, even like mid, like I'd say mid 2015, stuff like that. Yeah, like even them times we're playing ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's mad how we've changed so far from that, and we play this style of football that's just absolutely unenjoyable to watch. Like, I remember 2022, 2023, we were playing obviously the scintillating football, and like we were getting bare ratings from every other like fan base, even rivals. And we were like, yeah, you guys play good football, like one of the best in Europe. And now, totally different.
Do you know what I think it is, guys? Like, the longer this goes on, playing the way that we do, and we don't win, fans will eventually turn, but we're not at that point yet. Do you see what I mean? Like, if we were playing like this and we were top four, not in a title race, this manager will be a lot closer to going. But because we're top at the moment and we have been challenging for the past few years, they'll put up with this crap, But the thing is it's like, in a way, and I hate to say this with a passion, we are just a more like bigger and better, like Spurs in regards to most of this fan base. We want great football. we'll get a trophy here and there. Like we're more ambitious as a fan base still than Tottenham in terms of winning trophies, but it's still play great football, number one, get top 4. Do you know what I'm saying? But even if we play great football and we don't get in the Champions League, you know, that's why Wenger went. That's why Emery went. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're kind of in limbo. Do you know what I mean? You like we're at the top. We haven't gotten over the line, and we're not playing great football. But most of the fans, even the match-going fans, are still relatively content. Do you know what I'm saying? And as long as they're still at that point, I agree with North to a degree. I agree with Half Volley and anyone else that has that view. Nothing else will change. The only way it will change is if, like, we keep not winning, even if we're there or thereabouts, and the football stays the same. I think fans give it a couple of years, they will get tired of it. But the only way things will change a lot quicker is if we drop down the league table. Do you know what I mean? Like if we're like 5th, 4th, 5th, things go haywire. Like for me, Declan Rice gets injured, our season is almost practically over because we're in a position now where we're heavily reliant on him more than Bukayo Saka. Before it was Bukayo Saka, now it's Declan Rice because he's on fire at the moment. So that's the situation that we've put ourselves in as a football club, as a fan base. You know, like my thing is, you know, I want us to win, but win in style. Like my thing is not one or the other. My thing is both, because similar to North, I supported this football club because we played great football and we were winning. It wasn't either or, it was both. As soon as we weren't winning trophies, I didn't care how great we were playing football. For me, it wasn't good enough. But for a lot of other people, it was. And that Wenger era, the last 10, 12 years, that's evident. With what we have now, the last 6 years, plus under this manager, the ownership have clearly backed him. They've clearly, you know, given him what he needed. You know, giving him multiple pay rises, renewed his contract recently. I hear that. I'm aware of that, of course. So, and we bought Berterim, we bought Michele in from Napoli. So, like, there are upgrades there. Like, we've got our new, you know, diamond eyes potentially, because before we had Mislintat, if you guys remember Mislintat with Raul Sanelli, under kind of like the very brief Unai Emery kind of era, like trying to transition from Arsene Wenger. Like, but I'm just not convinced this season ultimately that the way that we're playing, the way this manager wants to run this team, pick whoever he wants and play the same way, that we're going to win anything. But at the same time, at the end of the season, things should change. But will they change? Ultimately, yeah, I agree. It's up to the ownership, because the ownership has brought in Berta. They've brought in Michele now. So when you've bought upgrades where before we were lacking, you know, we had, you know, Tim Lewis, we had Vinay, we had Gazidis before that. So what we've got now is a clear upgrade. So we're at a point now where regardless of how we feel, how we look at things, we just have to wait and see. And, you know, if we don't win, which there is clearly a possibility, what is Josh Kroenke going to do? Because let's be real, Stan don't give a shit. It's all on Josh. Josh Kroenke owns Arsenal Football Club, really and truly. It's not even like him and Stan. It's just Stan's there on paper, but it's really, this is Josh's, like, you know, project. This is his football club. This is his, like, you know, like precious little toy, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? So we'll just have to see where his head is at, and that will be evident for sure by the end of the season. It might be before that, but if things kind of remain the way they are, if we're still up there, nothing will really change, even if the football doesn't change. So, yeah, ultimately we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm tired of waiting, man. I'm tired of waiting. Like, you know, we know this manager's not going to change. He had his opportunity to at least show more signs of playing that 22-23 football. We've had even pretty good performances this season, but then it's not consistent enough. It's not good enough. And like, this manager will do whatever it takes to keep this job, because he knows deep down that he won't get the luxuries that he gets here that he would anywhere else. And Wenger was in pretty much the same position. And that's that.
No, I hear it. Let me just finish calling out these super chats. Big up to everyone locked in. Big up to K Stacks. We gotta give Josh credit. He's been better to a degree. To a degree, yes, he's been better, but he still has to get over the line. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does. He seems more on top of this than his dad. I think he wants. Maybe he's trying to prove to his dad. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's trying to prove to his dad that he can be successful with his dad's business. But we will see. Claiming Rice is the best in the world, is that our standard? Cannot dictate the game, slow to release it, through balls, not enough forward passes. I don't think he's world class, but I think he's much improved this season. But yeah, saying best in the world, I don't know where that's coming from. But yeah, you know, this fan base, that always got to go over the top with everything. But big up though, bro. Nonandinho, 69, big up to you, 35 years supporting Arsenal. Ødegaard, captain. Well, his teacher's pet. If you ever seen Recess, he's Randall. You know what I mean? And the Randall was very loved. You know?
Miss Finster.
That's a classic, you know.
You know what I mean? The teachers love a Randall. You know what I mean? And Ødegaard looks like a Randall. He looks like he's snaking anyone that's saying anything. You know what I mean? 100%. You know them ones that are like, he's coming through. Yo, chill, don't talk. You know what I mean? Let him go apart. Yeah, so what we're saying is, yeah, this manager's a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Let him go.
You know they watch these videos. You know they watch them, man.
Oh, shit.
We talk about all the jokes, pedal foot and all them things there, you know.
That's the only thing I can see that Ødegaard's captain, because I can't see nothing else to him that screams captain material. And even there could be a player that I don't like, but I can see captain material. You know what I'm saying? Not Ødegaard. And there's so many players to select in this team, to be honest. Like our centre-backs. Gabriel's a bit louder than Saliba, but both of them could qualify to be captain. Rice could qualify. Other than that, Timber could qualify by the way he plays. You know, I think he's been our best player all season. I think he's just always consistent. Always consistent. Yeah.
I'd rather Trossard as a captain than Ødegaard. I'm just putting it out there. Like, out of the two anyway. But, you know,
yeah, I'm not sure about Trossard's temperament though, because today he got that early yellow card, and I think he affected the way he played. You can see that once he picked up that yellow card, he started being a bit more cautious. But I agree with you. I think, look, anybody's a better captain than Ødegaard. Let's be honest.
Yeah, man.
At least Trossard has a bit about him, half volley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes, he's a bit nutty. Do you know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying. Like, and it does affect his performance too much. But yeah, like you say, like anyone's a better captain than nicking a living guard in it. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Big up Black Crow as well. Yo, Rice stood on business today against VVD. Rice don't care. Rice don't care. Yeah, I mean, Rice don't care with that Peaky Blinder haircut. I don't care, bro. He's here for the smoke, bro. I mean, he's one of them English people, like, they go abroad and, you know what I mean, they want to have it out. Rice just give me that kind of energy, bro.
I'll be real.
I'll
be real today. This guy was playing like rice and mushy peas, not rice and block up peas. You know what I'm saying? It was poor, man. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I expect that sort of performance to come out because like he's been playing bare football, and so this guy has had so much to do on the pitch, like I've explained earlier, innit? Like having to change roles like he did. So for me, like he's been one of our best performing players this season. Him, Timber, and Gabriel. Like minus the injuries, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's long, man.
He better,
Like-
he,
like
he,
he's-
he better not start against Portsmouth. Sorry.
No, go on.
Yeah. Yeah, no. All I was going to say, like, he better not start against Portsmouth, along with Timber and Gabriel, etc. Like the whole defense.
Yeah,
Like,
because we don't
to
need
say-
our starters on there.
Yeah, but you know what this manager will do, innit? Like
Mm.
he's not going to rotate like he should.
Yeah, but use them against Port Vale, bro. This guy is shameless. And then he'll talk about fatigue.
Or Vale, and we blame
Vale.
injuries. That's what I don't get the mentality of this
He
fan
got
base. They blame
Gabriel
injuries.
Port Vale, bro. Like, what's he doing?
Like, did you see what he said
mad.
in the press conference, though? That's a funny thing he said about injuries. Yeah, he said, "Yo, people criticize us." I heard his press conference. The dickhead. He's like, people blame people, but people don't know the condition of the player. Well, I'll tell you, condition of the player. When you played Trossard against Aston Villa, you said we only brought him on for 15 minutes because he could only play 15 minutes. So you knew that he's not 100% fit. He goes, but we thought about risking it and we risked it. So when you're coming out now and saying condition of the player, why did you risk it? Why did
And
you
the
risk
funny thing is, sorry, go on. I keep cutting you.
No, go on.
I was gonna say it's not even the first time he's done that this season. He's done it with Ødegaard against Liverpool, away obviously at Anfield. He's done it with Saliba as well in the same game. He played him even if obviously he sustained an injury in training. So it's
Yeah.
like he does not care. He will sacrifice you. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this manager has got tactical OCD. Honestly.
It's in it. You know what I'm saying?
He's petrified of missing out of his pieces. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm sure Rice is probably playing with injections. I wouldn't be surprised if he is.
Yeah.
He's doing some serious slave labor in that midfield.
He's bringing it back, you know. The way he treats Eze, I'm not surprised, mate.
Even Saka started well, but you notice how he fizzled out in the second half. I know everyone else didn't play well, but still, like, you started so well, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, but we know he's been like overplaying Saka for time, bruv, and it's just like, how many injections do you have? Remember, like with Jurgen Klopp with the Liverpool team, like with the inhalers and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
Doing the Lance Armstrong blood doping and all of that shit. Allegedly, of course. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like the only difference is Arteta's doing that with the injections, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's only so much, you know, whatever's in them injections that you can put into these players. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad, bro. It's mad.
Yeah, because I was even going to add on to like a point about the strikers. You know, I think we were touching up on it like when Gianni was speaking. He wants 4 different types of striker in one player. You know, he wants a target man who can hold up the ball. He wants someone who could drift wide. You know what I'm saying? False 9, drop deep, collect the ball, build up in that, and also press at the same time. But it's like
So
realistically,
sorry to cut you off, brother. So basically, he wants a Luis Suarez.
yeah,
Basically,
practically.
wants a Luis Suarez. But the truth of the matter is, if we had a Luis Suarez type, even remotely Luis Suarez type player in our team right now, he'd still find a way to ruin him.
Yeah,
Overplaying and all of that, playing when he's injured and thing.
Yeah,
Do you know what
because
I'm saying? It's like,
you know how he's got broke up knees now. You know, you would have even worse. You would probably have about 8 different surgeries in this team. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised, man, with how he's been treating strikers and the history of him being at this club for 6 years. You know, the strikers that we've had, he's not got a tune out of them, and that's why I get the discourse around Gyökeres, because he's meant to be the final article striker, 27 years old. You know, 39 league goals in obviously Portugal and scoring a hat-trick against City. However, like my main concern with him obviously joining us was how he would fit into the team, because we love false 9s, we love people who do the miles like in this team, drift wide and etc., and are technically good on the ball. But Gyökeres ain't that striker. He's very much on the counter. He's very reliant on quick through balls. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was always going to be a concern with Gyökeres in this Arsenal side and how he fits in the team, because Arteta is so anti, you know, regular striker. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't like poachers. He likes false 9s.
he's anti-football heritage. Anyone with even a bit of tech, unless they're recess Randall settings, do you know what I'm saying? That's the only time he'll make the exception. But other than that, won't do it. I'll give you an example, people. Yeah, we could have got João Felix. Yeah, when we still had Nketiah. He decided to keep Nketiah. We decided to renew his contract. And then what happens? João Felix goes to Chelsea. He has his moments, but now he's in Saudi, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what would it have cost? Like 50K a week more? Like, do you know? And we clearly pay high wages, so we could clearly afford that shit. And he's that type of forward player that Arteta would want. But the problem is, João Felix has tech. North knows this. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't even need to be remotely Portuguese to know. Like, João Felix is a quality player. But at the same time, it's just like his personality. You know, why we didn't get Ivan Toney, innit? Like, I would rather Ivan Toney than Gyökeres, but I'm still happy with Gyökeres. But the problem is, we're not going to utilise Gyökeres. But with Ivan Toney, it's always attitude problem.
Oh, yeah.
What about Ødegaard's attitude? Saka at certain times. More so this season than any other season, even though he's been overplayed and all of that.
Martinelli today.
Martinelli, Calafiori, bro. Do you know, Kai Havertz, that bloody donkey, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? What about his attitude? His attitude weren't great at Chelsea.
Oh, it's horrible.
Sterling we had on loan, yeah? What about his bloody attitude? Like, come on.
There's always a double standard with the fan base, though. Like, they always have favourites, especially Havertz. Because, like, let me get into another thing here. Sorry if I'm going on too long in it. I want to respect the show in it, and thank you for having me, Northside.
No, have your say, man.
But I was gonna say, with the whole Havertz thing last season, a lot of the top gooners look at Havertz's season. He was like, "Oh, he's done well. He scored goals." What game were they seeing with him, or what season were they seeing of Havertz before he got injured? I'm seeing him knock us out of 2 cups simultaneously, like only a week apart away, by the way, with Man United, 10-men Man United, yeah, and also Newcastle as well. This guy does not suit us as a striker. He's more of a 10 than anything. Why would we ever play him left 8? He does not have the attributes to play left 8. It never made sense to me, that signing. Even though, you know, I'll be honest, this was around the time when I was more accepting of certain things. You know, as a fan, I was more positive. So, you know, I was younger in it. And so, you know, I was like, okay, we'll try and see how it works, but I doubt it'll be good. And so he moves to striker. He does a little bit better. And then we're seeing the same thing with Marino. Marino moved from midfield. He's shocking at midfield. Everyone knows this. And he's now a false 9 target man sort of striker who does the job, but he ain't consistently the guy in it. So that's why, you know, us getting Gyökeres, obviously in our heads, like, we thought he's the guy in it. He scores goals. And if we play the exact same football we played in 22-23, you know, we get cooking with him. We'll feed him chances and that. But the problem is, it's always the manager. The manager is very stubborn. He doesn't want change. He just kind of likes his robust system because he gets to control these players. He doesn't like free-flowing football. So that's the problem, man. That's the problem.
This is the thing, right? We gave Kai Havertz 280 grand a week, and we saw what he was doing at Chelsea, bro. Kai Havertz is an out-and-out number 10 who's really tall, not that strong, but he'll link up play, and in the right system, he can do well in it. That's what got him the move from Leverkusen to Chelsea in the first place. Chelsea didn't utilise him well enough. He scored that goal in the Champions League final against Man City in Porto 2021, and he's been living off of that shit ever since. You know, just like this manager has been living off of that FA Cup during COVID, has kept him in a job, among a lot of other things, of course, ever since. And they're holding on to that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just this like never-ending perpetual motion, washing machine setting cycle where it's just like, just someone needs to press the bloody stop button. Yeah. Just press stop. Take the washing out, hang it up, dry the thing, and just air it out. But what this manager wants to do, this manager will keep that washing machine going on, and when it stops, it beep, 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 and all of that, yeah? He just leaves his washing in there, takes it out, and it smells and probably even looks moldy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's what it's doing. It's just rank, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It just stinks, and you're seeing that with how we've been playing. You know, we've been talking about like how the fans will put up with this style of play as long as we're top, basically, and we're in and around like Champions League. We're challenging. That's the buzzword, isn't it? We're challenging. As long as we're challenging, they'll put up with this shit. They'll keep the manager, you know, especially in the online fan base, and even, you know, I'd say still just about the majority of fans, like match-going fans. But once that pendulum shifts, starts to turn, then you'll see different views, opinions, and the whole kind of mindset be like, you know what, we need to go in a different direction. But again, like we're not there yet. But this manager like doesn't operate on common sense. He operates on feelings. He operates on bitch mode. Do you know what I'm saying? All of these excuses, all of these like fake ass promises, and all of that. You know, like you know what Arsenal Football Club has been for the longest, way too long. It's like that girl that just constantly cheats on you, innit? And then you take her back. She says she's going to change. You believe her bullshit. And then, like a few months later, she cheats on you again. And she keeps cheating. She keeps cheating. And you still take her back. At some point, like, you got to cut ties, innit? You got to be like, have a bit of self-respect. Have a bit of shame, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Enough's enough. That's all it is. But most of the fan base are not at that point yet. Especially online. They'll do whatever they can to sell the narrative, promote their bullshit, you know, propaganda, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, if this carries on like 2-3 years, like I don't even want to think that far ahead, but it's just like
ain't gonna change.
Banter FC, bro.
It ain't gonna change. And we know it, you know what I'm saying? But listen, big up to all three of you, you know what I'm saying? Let's start with Nat. Go one by one. Nat, shout out your channel, bro. What you got coming up next, bro?
Yeah, big up. Thanks for having me on Northside as always. Always a
Big up,
pleasure.
bro.
Never a chore and all of that shit. Yeah, Nat's the official. Just hit 100 subs, so we'll be doing 100 sub celebration stream at some point. Gonna try and get a few people on, see if they're available and all of that. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It will probably happen either some point next week, something like that, maybe a little bit after that. But the next stream will be the Portsmouth live match reaction. So go check that out. Natster Official, same YouTube and Insta as well. Go follow, go sub, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Yeah, and we talk about real shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Unfiltered, rough, rugged, and raw. That's how we do it. That's how I do it. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, just staying true to myself, keeping it real, and just want the best for this football club. In a nutshell.
There you go, man. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, man. Big up Natstar every single time for jumping on, man. You know what I mean? Zeph, I can't lie. First time speaking to you, you come across a lot older than what you are. I can't lie. I wasn't that mature at 19. I can't lie. The whole
I get that a lot, you know.
Your channel, man. If you got a channel, if you do, let them know.
Yeah, so I've got a music channel. I'm a music producer in it, UK based. So it's called Hybrid Witness. And then my Instagram page as well. I've got a lot more stuff on there. You can see a link tree and everything. It's called Hybrid_Witness. That's my handle on Instagram. And so yeah, if you obviously hit me to follow in it, you're intrigued, and let me know if you want to do anything like studio wise, work on music and do that. And yeah, you can do that. And that's where I'm at.
Nah, come on, man. Nah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Real talk. You speak really well. I can't lie. Even I was a bit like, right, 19. I can't lie, man. I was on stupidness in 19. I
mean, all of us are different in it, but no, like even someone in the chat, even someone in the chat was like, "You look like late 20s, in it." I'll take that as a compliment, man. I get that a lot, so you know, I'm blessed like that.
Nah, you're definitely doing something right. Trust me. When people say that about you, you're definitely doing something right. And continue, man. Big up to you. Make sure you're subscribing to this channel. Continue, man. Honestly, like, keep doing what you're doing, man. Because the later later you get on in life. I'm 33. Everything you do leading up to that, you look back and you be proud of yourself. You know what I mean? I definitely felt like I could have done more in my 20s. And obviously you're entering your 20s. Everything you do is going to lead up to how your 30s. And when you hit your 30s, you ain't old, but it's starting to get serious now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's starting to get serious now.
I'm already there, bro. I'm 31, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like...
It's not a joke anymore. Like, it ain't a joke anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of them ones. Now, but big up, man. You're always welcome on the show, man. Big up to you and love for your time as well.
Appreciate it, man.
You already know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you. I appreciate every time you jump on because I know your opinion sometimes a bit different to me and Nat and other people that jump on. But nah, man, you know what I mean? Big up to you, bro. You know what I mean? You got a channel, innit? To plug your channel, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have volley on YouTube, but I'm normally on these panels, you know, debating everything till the donkeys come home, you know what I mean? But yeah, but no, big up to you, North, for always, man, giving us the opportunity to come on the panel and debate all things Arsenal. Sometimes we talk about other stuff like women, lifestyle, you know, life in general, and that's always good also as a different perspective. And big up Nat as always, you know, much love, bro. And Zeph as well. Look, I echo what North said, that it's not so much of your age, but I think your opinion, I find a lot of alignment with what you're saying, and the fact that you're able to, you know, have some deep thought and think about some of the things around this club and share it in such a manner. You're showing maturity well beyond your years. So fair play to you, bro. I think we've had a very good conversation here. It's not all swearing and, you know, shouting expletives and cussing out, but this has been a very constructive conversation. And despite the disaster of a football that was on show, I think everybody's been pretty calm and we've all expressed our view. So big up to you. I'll definitely look out for your channel and whenever you're talking about Arsenal. I'm normally around these parts, or Nat's channel or Northside's channel. Whenever there's a result to be debated, I'm here. So yeah, big up to everybody, especially Northside as well. As always, you know, love, bro. Always giving us a chance, as I say, to come on and talk about Arsenal. So big up to you.
Big up to everyone on the panel, man.
Big up. The funniest is when half volley's out. I heard something, I had to jump on. I don't agree.
That's what it's about, though.
No. This can't run. I was like, it made me laugh, man. I was like, but that's how this club makes you feel, man. And I ultimately, like, you know, I don't mind debating. I don't mind debating if it's something that, if I can see that people are genuine what they got to say. Don't have to agree on every point. You're never going to agree with every point, you know what I mean, that someone's got to say about the club or their opinion or whatever. But, you know, when it's genuine and it comes from a genuine place, we could be, we can agree to disagree, or we can understand each other, you know what I mean? And that's how it's got to be in this space. So big up to all three of you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone locked in, you know what I'm saying? I'm absolutely knackered. And big up to everyone locked in. We're going to redirect to Lee. I think he's doing an emergency meeting. I'm going to bed. And big up to everyone locked in, man. I'm absolutely...
Appreciate you for inviting me, man.
I swear down, I'm shattered, man. Northside raid on the way in. Lee's what, 3 hours late? You know what I mean? So yeah.
Classic Lee, man.
Lateness and greatness, all them ones there, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Everyone cussed him for being late.
Man.
He was cussing me for being late. He's like, yo, since he moved to Spain, he thinks he could just be late. He's been
Fiesta, you know what I'm saying? Or siesta, was it? Yeah.
If your phone goes off, like, you get a fine, innit? Like, he says all that, man. So big up to him.
Yeah, man. So big up, man. Big up to everyone locked in. Northside raid on the way in, and I'm out, man. Love.